fungible idiots, don't you know? Bringing our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's all everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, so after we sing. Zero holders, all after we sing. Zero holders.
Good morning, boys. Mega GMs, welcome to our my favorite day of the week, right? It's dude, it's our weekend show, hell yeah. And man, cool shit happened this week. We got plenty to talk about. Dude, ETH all-time high yesterday. I thought it would happen. You guys, probably most of you thought it would happen. I know someone out there who did not think it would happen. Didn't think, you know who I'm talking about. Didn't think we'd hit 4K even like this year, like in 2025. Come on, man. Like, come on, dude. What's going on is so obvious. It's so obvious. And the same thing's going to happen next year. Some like really obvious stuff, as in we're not entering a bear market next year. Most likely. Maybe, actually. We'll see. Who's here? Let's see. By the way, we're streaming on Abstract. Actually, I lied. We are now. We're on Abstract. We are on X. We're on Kick. We're on YouTube. And Spaces on YouTube. We got the Spaces going over there. Fuck. What is this? What is that? I don't know if we're bringing up anybody to talk today. I just do this to like, to transcribe the show using Lurky, which let me do that real quick. But maybe we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes it's super interactive, sometimes not at all. But yeah, let me see who's here real quick. Showing, of course, dude. Good morning. Good to see you. Carbon GMs, you can definitely call me Ye. Oh yeah, Ye Token, the Kanye YZY Token launched this week. Like the official one. Like it's real. It's out there. It's total bullshit. And I actually think it's a good play too. I actually think it's a good play. Right where it's at now, I do. If I could play whatever and money's no object, I would play the YZY Token right now. Definitely. Christian Jensen, good morning, man. Drop King GMs. John, dude, thank you very much and good morning. Andrew GMs. Mike's here too. Hey, good morning. Dude, the the celebrity meme's always a scam. We had the, Iggy Azalea one was like the one celebrity one that, wasn't a scam. It might have had scammy stuff there too, but like she ended up doing stuff with it. And the Kanye one's interesting because he's doing something with it, but also it started like a scam. And it's like as scammy as you can get. It's a real bummer to see it. Because I like Kanye a lot, and I think he's like music's fucking amazing. And I like anybody who just talks their shit. So I like Kanye a lot. And was like super hopeful that when he did the token, he would do it in a way that was like, because he always does shocking stuff, right? So I was hoping he'd do shocking, like actually like have a shockingly good launch, like no insider stuff, or at least a fair launch, like nobody knew, and it just goes out there and whatever happens. But it wasn't that. It was as scammy as you can get, which means he probably didn't have much involvement with it. Would that be fair to say he probably wasn't super involved? That's what I think, at least. Carbon played it really well. Dude, up 800% on a short on YZY. That's incredible, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. Andrew, but just always look at them as a day in the casino. Yeah, dude, yeah. And I think it's going to do well. Like, reason being, and we'll get to like what the token's for, but like token's going to have utility on his website. And look, that alone means when we get crazy, I think people will talk about it. People will use it. And Kanye will talk about it very publicly. And whatever that coin's sitting at now, I mean, just jumping ahead, the coin's sitting at like a 700 mil market cap. Or excuse me, I think that's FDV. 800 mil FDV. Hard to not picture a Kanye official coin that's used on his, like, to buy clothes and maybe tickets and maybe music. It's hard to not see that at a few bill. Like, honestly. So I don't know. I think you probably got a good 2-3x in that coin still. And you got a lot of people who got in at that level. You got guys who, like, big guys, influential guys who bought in at 2-3 bill that are definitely gonna be pumping their bags to get it up there. So I think it's a good play. Certainly can fall further, and I could be totally wrong. You could be absolutely wrecked if you touch this thing, but I got a feeling it just kind of makes sense. Trying to say it assumes he has very little to do, but yeah, interesting thing, trying to, it's literally on his website now, like on his, like, I think he has a lot to do with it other than the launch of it and stuff, right? But like, very official coin. But yeah, dude, Carbon saying short them as they fall, and it's funny, you look at the chart and like, dude, how easy would that have been to just short it right here? Other than like, look, everybody's got like, we just think back to the Trump coin. We saw what that did, and it didn't come back down. You know, it took a bit, and then it did. It definitely did. Don't get me wrong. But when that came out of the gates, what did it rip to? Like a 70 bill FDV? Like a 70 bill became like a top, man, it was like a top 10 crypto. And what was it? Like the number 2 meme coin in the world behind only Doge? Like, so people were hoping it was like right time for that kind of thing. It's not. It's a little too early, but you know, there's still something there. 70% went right to Kanye, was bundled hard. Yeah, but also we ended up finding out who else was involved in that coin. And Hayden Davis from the Libra scandal was involved in it too. So you got to imagine a lot went right to him. It's so scammy, dude. It's also scammy. China, you're exactly right there saying, I don't know much about the token. I assume the inner cabal was already loaded up. Yes, dude, that's exactly what happened. Or I think I saw a tweet, and I have it bookmarked, and we'll pull it up, but I think that there's a tweet that said when they first added it or launched the coin, there was like no liquidity, so people could buy it for basically nothing. It was something like that. So yeah. Reflect the journal, meme coins, coin cycles, 99% go to zero. Yeah. Yep. Dude, I'm thinking too, we're you know, a lot of people think meme's dead, right? We're not going to get a cycle like we've had before. And, you know, I don't agree. I think we're getting like meme cycle season 2, like big time. I think memes are going to absolutely cook. And I can't wait. And my favorite meme coin, I think you guys know what it is at this point. Capy. The capybara, the official capybara token. It's Capy. The ticker's Capy. This week when the market looked like ass and, you know, people worried about rate cuts, we got what was it? We got the minutes from, what was it, the Fed meeting last month. And it was kind of bearish, right? And all of a sudden we're starting to think more and more, and this is going on for the past, you know, week and a half, that rate cuts they're definitely not automatic for September. And it was starting to sound like they're probably not likely, right? And so the market, after an all-time high last weekend for Bitcoin, right, 124K, pulls back to 112K. ETH held strong, which was awesome. But while that was going on, dude, yeah, China, that's exactly that. The day he got his money unlocked from Libra is the YZY launch. It's so dirty, dude. It's so dirty. Yeah, we'll show all this. While the market looked like shit, Capy was holding up incredibly well. Like I thought Capy was going to dump to like close to $1 million with how everything was pulling back. Like Fuckcoin was pulling back. Everything. There was just so much. Everything looked pretty darn bad for at least a stretch of days. But Capy didn't. Dude, Capy looked fucking phenomenal. And so here's Capy right now. Dude, I might start doing like a Sunday evening stream. I've always wanted to do this, by the way, but like a not a stream, just the spaces. I've always wanted to do like a meme coin space. Not that I know enough about it, but like if we can get other people from the community up that know their shit, I want to do a Capy spaces, Capy hour, right? Because I really do believe in this coin, man. Look at this. This is going back to like August, what is this, 15th? So for the past week, bleeding out, and then you get these guys that just come in and support the shit out of this coin. And so while the rest of the market, again, really, really was not looking good, this coin still held in like what, 2.3 mil up to the 3 mil range. I was surprised. I thought you get a whole lot of guys out there who are just going to be taking any profits they might have, or guys who got in a little later and exit, like just you know, avoid the big dump. And it didn't happen. There was so much support that came into this coin. I was shocked by it. I bought more Capy. I'm up to like, I think like 2.1 bill tokens. It's like a 1 trillion supply. It's huge supply. But I bought more. I bought more somewhere at like 2.3, 2.4 mil. Because holy shit, do I think this one's going to rock. I really do. I really do. It's awesome. You got people out there like just begging for coins that aren't bundled and are not going to rug. It's this one. This one checks the boxes. It checks the normie boxes. It checks all. Dude, it checks everything. So like, man, big believer in it. And you know what I'm starting to notice too? Dude, the tweets from that account, there we go. If you had anything in the red before yesterday's close, dump it. I thought Capy was super interesting. I should look at the dailies too, but Capy held up so well while everything was dumped. I'm like, okay, that's the sign you look for. That's the sign. But I noticed too the Capy token X account starting to get some super viral tweets out there, and that matters, dude. It matters a ton. Look at love this one, the pixelated Capy. Love this one. Look at it, dude. Like, what is this? Hang on, I can't see. Is that 15? Oh, either 1,100 or 1,500 likes on the thing, dude. Fuck yeah! Like they're starting to get eyes and they're starting to get attention, and it's not the only like viralish tweet they've had. Their Capy's really starting to pick up attention. You see it, like if I just scroll it, look at the engagement on this stuff. Here's another one, 5,000 likes on it. It's not botted either. This is like people like capybaras. It's just 300. Like I'm almost doing a double take and making sure this isn't like the Capy non-crypto account, right? The capybara account. But this is the Capy token account, 500 something likes. Like, man, something's changing in the Capy token. Dude, it's so good that I am actually starting to wonder if it's botted. Like something really changed here. So all of a sudden you got this account that's for a meme coin that's sitting at a 3 mil market cap, that all the recent tweets are 200 likes up to like thousands of likes. Man, I don't know, dude. I'm as bullish as you can get on this, but all of a sudden I'm like, more and more, I believe this isn't just like a 10 mil, 20 mil coin. And I do think it's that, right? I think it's that, and that's why I'm playing it. But I'm really starting to believe this is a 50 mil, 100 mil. And if things get really crazy, and I think they're going to, why not? Why couldn't this be one that's in the hundreds of millions and gets an exchange listing? And by the way, I know the team's got tokens set aside to do exactly that. To pay the exchange, pay Binance, get it listed, sure. I don't think Coinbase takes like a fee. I don't know if you pay for Coinbase. I might be wrong there, but right there, the team's ready to do that. So this has got everything. It's got everything going for it to do that thing. So I'll tell you what, anything I can earn or make in the next couple weeks while we're in this range, I'm probably just dumping it into Capy. It just seems so obvious to me. Even if we get to 10 mil, a 3x from here, awesome. 20 mil, I mean, come on. 30 mil, like 30 mil is a 10x. It just seems so obvious to me. Luna, good morning, man. Mike, community takeover memes are still attractive tokenomics wise. I mean, they can be better too, because if the community takes over after the bundlers are out, then that's part of that like secret recipe. And that's kind of what happened here, right? Bobby, who now runs the token, he didn't launch it. It's a guy he knew launched it, and he held all these tokens and he was dumping. And when he got out, Bobby took it over. And so now it's not bundled, and any tokens that are held by the team, it's for exchange listings, and I think they're gonna get it. I do. And then check this out. I thought this was cool as hell. Dude, we got so much cool shit to talk about. By the way, we're probably gonna get a decent amount of background noise today. Just in the morning here. All right, let me pull some of this up. Okay. Pushing. Look, I think a moonshot listing is coming like not far off. Just I think so. No, there's no good reason for it. I just think it's coming. Dude, what's up with, like, I don't drink soda often, but whenever I do, dude, soda's not crisp anymore, right? Like, is that a me thing? I'm just getting bad batches, or do they not make soda like as fizzy as they used to? It's weird. Everything's like flat. Stupid. Gake. I think the dude's name is Gake. Like, if you're in the trenches, I think you know this guy. I only knew him because of this. Hey, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you. Fellow Capy bag holder. I think he's got, I think he's doing all right. But dude, okay, if you're in the trenches, I think you know the guy. I'm not in the trenches really, so I didn't until I learned a Capy, right? But this dude's a dude. He's a dude. Oh, Mike, that sounds good. Canada Dry Bold. Yeah, that's dude. I want like a spicy fucking crisp, soda. I need it. I need it. This dude with his 140,000 followers, who I think the trenches like I think they like this guy. I think he's the number 2 holder in Capy. Yeah. So I saw a tweet from him. Might have come from the Capy account, or might have come from Bobby, or I don't know. But somebody was pointing out he was the number 2 holder based on his his on-chain activity, like his name is on his wallet, right? And he said he didn't know you could see it that way. I think that's bullshit. He knows. But anyway, it was pointed out that he's the number 2 holder. He is. It's a big ass account holding a lot of tokens. And this dude's not selling. If we go to 5 mil, maybe a little. But no, I think this guy's totally bought into the narrative too. I think a bunch of guys have bought into this narrative. Makes sense. Good team. Good story. It's a fucking capybara. Don't overthink it, right? That's what I'm realizing. I didn't get that at first. I told Bobby too, like the guy behind the token. I'm like, I don't see it. I told him, I don't see it. I don't see how this is a 10 mil token. I didn't see it. And then you've heard me the past couple weeks. I've totally changed. Totally changed. It's like the dog go to the moon thesis. Gake is a girl? No shit. Huh. All right. Hey, even better. I mean, maybe. That's it, dude. I didn't get it. And then I realized that's the point. Like, it shouldn't be complicated. It shouldn't have to be like the funniest meme or the edgiest whatever. Like, dude, it's just got to be like somebody likes Cappies. It's that simple. It's just that simple. It's just like dog on Bitcoin. And then that the other ingredient is you need a Leonidas, right? You need somebody who's going to never shut up about it on the timeline. And Capy doesn't have that yet, like as far as a big account that does that. But if you got Gake in here and you have some other big holders too, like some guys that are like respected in the trenches, you have them for sure. You get somebody who wants to like make Capy their thing and push it. Well, that's it. That's the one missing ingredient here. And then it sends. So I don't know. Market's been shit. And yet Capy holding right around 3. Got to what? 6.1, 6.2? I think. Oh, dude, you're right, Mike, though. Nobody Sausage Crush and Troll as well. Yep. There's a bunch I like. I mean, meme season's coming, dude. Red, exactly. Gake is pushing and sharing more often. Dude, yeah, definitely. Getting more vocal. And so I think that's what you'll start seeing is like as this starts creeping up, and it's going to, the big accounts start getting more vocal about it and they really start pushing it. And then let's see what happens. But again, my target, 10 mil, 15 mil, 20 mil. Yeah, I that's my plan. Like I assume it's going to do that. And I know it's not going to dump because the team's not going to dump. Now, number 2 holder Gake, does she dump? Don't know. I have no idea. And would that hurt the coin? Absolutely. But a lot of people betting on the team of this token, and it's got all the potential, all of it. So I'm in, I'm riding, I'm buying more still. I am. And I'm not going to even think about selling any of it at this point till 10, 15, 20. And that's when I reevaluate and I start saying is that 50, 100 thing, is that possible? Is that looking likely? Is the team talking to Binance, anybody? And I do think there's connections and that can happen. Luna, are you talking about that? You talking about the other what was that fucking platform? I forget the name already, but the one you sent me an invite to, right? I'll get on there. I'll get on there quickly. That's it. Lighter. Yep. Dude, yep. We'll get there. But cool shit, man. Cool shit. Keep your eyes on Capy. At the very least, keep your eyes on it and watch and see if it starts playing out the way we think, right? If so, I don't care if you buy or not, right? But I do think it's something to keep your eye on. Like I'm looking for the one that's under the radar still, and I still think it is. And I still think it's got some absolutely ridiculous potential. And I don't know. We don't get those often enough where we know a little more behind the scenes, and that's why I have a little more confidence in this bad boy. So there we go. All right, we'll come back to Capy. I think probably throughout the show, because why not? But dude, market looking okay. Bitcoin 115K. Not bad considering we were 112. I don't know if we dipped to 111, but here we are, 115. ETH, though, the story is all ETH. All ETH right now. Like, man, all-time high yesterday. 48. Let me see where we topped out. 48. 40. I feel like we were a little higher than 48.40, 48.50, whatever. We hit all-time high yesterday. With all the doubters out there, and it happens. It's just something. What's happening here is like, it's an unavoidable thing. There is so much money about to come on chain, and still more, and still so much more when the Clarity Act passes here within a few weeks. Right, we're probably talking a month out at the very at the very latest. Right, Clarity Act passes, and all of a sudden we've got, dude, a whole different environment here, whole different thing. And man, okay, look, Genius Act passed, what, at this point, 6 weeks ago? How long ago was that? 4 weeks ago? And already things are happening, like the state of Wyoming. The state of Wyoming launched a stable coin, which is fucking awesome, right? Does it move the needle? No. But is it like bringing more people to crypto? It will. It definitely will. Clarity Act is going to have a bigger impact, I think. It's where we start getting some really official stuff happening, some like announcements of like, dude, that institutional money coming and big platforms and big people coming on chain, and they're waiting for the Clarity Act. They're waiting for literally clarity on how things can be regulated. It's going to get awesome. It's going to get really, really awesome. So anyway, this is just the start. Now, like what I'm wondering here, like real talk, what I'm wondering is this just the start of like the 9th inning? Where do you guys think we're at? Like, let's play that game. Where are we at in the cycle? What inning is it? Are we, fuck, man, 5th inning? Are we like 6th, 7th inning? Is this the 9th inning? I see some takes out there that it's like 9th inning. This is the last inning. And the last inning is the best inning, by the way. But is this the end? Is this the end of the cycle? Where do you think we're? Trojan thinks we're 5th inning. Dude, I love that. Okay. Trojan thinks we're 5th inning. Carbon thinks we're 7th inning. And like, as you guys know, it's like not an exact thing. Carbon 7 and 9. Not even. Trojan thinks not even close. I can get with that. I definitely can. You know, but it's like, you know, you think of baseball, you've sitting through like marathon games where they just go on forever, right? 9th inning, you know, 9th inning could feel the same as like a 5th inning in like a normal game. It's just how it goes. Now, okay, now Luna, I think that's the take I'm most on board with. I like it. It's like, I think we're all on the exact same page no matter how we say it, but Luna's saying there's infinite opportunities no matter the innings. Yeah, nailed it, Christian. What happens after the 9th? What are we trying to predict here? So what it is, I think when people do this, it's predicting like the cycle. And I think we've already kind of all agreed. I don't think the cycle is what cycles used to be, right? Andrew says 8th, right on schedule, ending October, November. I dig it. Now that's the one I don't get on board with as much anymore, because it's kind of like what Luna's saying. And oh man, who said it this week too? It might have been, well, kind of the flagship guys who we streamed with yesterday. Fucking awesome, by the way. I would, by the way, go check that out. That was an awesome chat with the flagship team. Yeah, by the way, smash the like on the show. We're live on Inside NFTs. Make sure you subscribe over there on YouTube. But on the Crypto Slam account, we had flagship on this week. I feel like we had somebody else. Maybe we didn't. Flagship was yesterday. Got Hollywood coming up on Monday. They're awesome. I think they're a big deal. I feel like we had another guest. Maybe we didn't. Flagship. No, I think that was our only guest this week. We're going to talk a little virtuals today too. But that's the thing. Okay, and this is what the flagship guy was saying too. It's like, man, it's so different now. It's just that, sure, like Bitcoin, it doesn't feel like it's going to have that 4-year cycle thing going on. Maybe other parts, maybe the broader market does, but what we're looking at is opportunities popping up in new places all the time here now. It's different if everything's coming on chain. Well, everything kind of has its own phase and cycle and whatever. So it's fair to say, hey, if we're saying like, what are we trying to predict? What are we doing with the innings? It's like, don't even know anymore. Crypto is not what it used to be, right? It's just not. Oh, right. We had Adam. You know what? I didn't think of Adam as a guest because he was like my co-host. You're right, though. Adam from Song Jam. He's great. Dude's awesome. But yeah, man. I don't think we can measure it like we used to. And I do think like doing the innings thing it's pointless. It's fun, right? But it's pointless. Even if you're asking like, where's the top? Well, for what? Top for Bitcoin? Okay. Well, in the short term, top might be October, November. It might be early next year. But I think we're going to get another top in the next like 2-ish years. And then another top in the next 3 years. And then another top in 4 years, right? It's like, it's just a weird thing, but it is fun. It's just fun. But Brian Armstrong. Brian Armstrong had a comment this week. Nothing we don't know. Shit, where is that? Again, nothing we don't know already. Like we fucking know this. But it's great hearing it from guys that I definitely respect the shit out of. Here, I'll play the clip.
The rough idea I have in my head is like we'll see $1 million Bitcoin by 2030, and there's high error bars around these things. But just to give you a couple of data points, right? It's like we're starting to see regulatory clarity emerge in the United States, which I think is a bellwether for the rest of the G20. You have the Genius Act passed now for stablecoins, but this market structure bill is being debated in the Senate. Fingers crossed, something could happen by the end of this year. That would be a huge milestone. The United States government now has a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So that is, if you'd asked me 5 years ago, that would have been kind of like vision board. Someone would have said, you're crazy. Like the United States government's not going to officially hold Bitcoin. But if they do that, which there's now an executive order to do, I think a bunch of other countries are going to do that. We've seen a lot of interest from sovereigns, right? I think Coinbase actually provides crypto services to about 140 government entities that, believe it or not, like at both federal, state, local, and
actually, I don't care about the rest. All I cared about was Bitcoin to $1 million by 2030. And it's like a ballpark thing. And it's just, it's like a super general prediction. And I think we all agree. Even the most bearish people I know, like bearish about this cycle, everybody's still on board with the idea that we're going to see Bitcoin at $1 million at some point. And, like we always say, when Bitcoin goes to $1 million, it's not just going there from, like, if you think there's cycles, right? There used to be that there is to some degree. But okay, we head into a bear market next year and we fall to, I don't know, 60K, 50K Bitcoin, 70K. It's not then a straight race right up to $1 million. It's just, yeah, dude. I don't think, I'm not sure if we fall to 50, by the way. We definitely could. But I'm not sure. I lean less and less that way. I do think we fall under 100. But ultimately, I think wherever we fall, however low, I don't think we stay there long. I think the buyers are there in a way they've never been for and pushes us right back to, I don't know, some really, really phenomenal fucking level here. I just think we're going to keep making new all-time highs. I mean, dude, I don't think it's crazy to think maybe on a yearly basis we make new all-time highs. Pullbacks all along the way. But yeah, it's different. It's different what's coming. Inflation of the U.S. will continue to will bring that money printer. There's so many X factors like that too, man. So unpredictable, but I don't know. What I do know is there's going to be so many opportunities here over the next few years, and it's in AI and big time. Like, look, prediction markets. We all know prediction markets are a big deal, and they're going to keep being a big deal, and it's going to be more and more. I don't think we've even seen prediction markets start. Like I to be honest, I probably was stuck in this, like, the wrong way of thinking. Like, okay, we got prediction markets. We've got Polymarket and what is it, Kalshi or Kalshi, whatever it's called. And the, Rug Radio Decrypt prediction market, whatever theirs was called. And just like I look at it like this, and Preddy bot. I'm like, okay, they're out there and people use them. Great. There they are. Man, I don't think we've hit prediction market season. I don't think, because I don't use them. And I have a feeling most of you guys don't use them yet either. And I think we're all going to use them. And I think we're all going to use them like on a daily basis. So like, dude, the opportunities that are coming here from different sectors are, some of them are staring us right in the face and we just haven't touched them yet. Prediction markets is one of them. Dude, I believe that, by the way. I believe it. So like, good example here. Katz did a prediction market with Preddy bot yesterday. He came on the show as a guest co-host. And we made a prediction just based around the price of a token, right? Dude, I think we're going to end up doing that every single episode. Every single episode will have things you can bet on here and make money just from betting on things we talk about on the show. That's simple. I'm trying to think if we have any things coming up like in this next week. And I don't know if this would make sense. Okay, guest like Hollywood's coming on the show Monday. Well, if we set up a prediction market for how many viewers do we think it gets? Can we make money off that? I'm genuinely asking. Because I don't use prediction markets. I don't really know where the money comes from to make. But the point there is we're going to use prediction markets every single day around everything. Around everything. Yo, did you end up getting airdrops from virtuals for staking? Yes. Pretty damn sure I did, yeah. Oh, and to that point, guys, I think the proposal that I'm going to be doing for virtuals, I think it's going to go up on the site today. And for anybody who doesn't know, proposal is that virtuals takes our wallet DNA, right? So our wallet DNA score, Arbus is using it now. And that they allow people to sell their token airdrops as long as you maintain like a really high reputation. And I'm going to assume it's going to be like an A. So if you maintain an A, you keep getting airdrops, but at least you can sell some airdrops. Maybe selling one knocks you out of that A ranking. I don't like, because I'm not the one who designed it. I don't know how aggressive it is. It's pretty aggressive, like on a token, right? Like if you get airdropped a token and you sell it, you're an F right off the bat. But if this is tracking every token you're in on base, and you have all these tokens you've staked and you're trading a lot and whatever, and you have tons of airdrops that you don't sell, but there's one you sell, I don't think it pulls you to an F. I have a feeling it probably knocks you from like an A to maybe a B. And then over the next week, you got to grind back up to an A, something like that. Anyway, that proposal is going to go on the governance site probably today. I'm trying to line up some support from Graham, Will, Nick. And I can tell you I've reached out to some projects who are going to support it too, and how I think just by sharing with their communities. But I want to get a ton of votes on this thing. Like, I want to see if we can get the first virtuals proposal passed. It would be fucking wild. But the Whack AI guys are going to support, and Ring Fence support, and Arbus going to support it too. Again, maybe just sharing it with their communities. If they could actually tweet it, though, it would be awesome. And I would love to get Nick, Graham, Will all on board and push it too. It's good for everybody's community here. If we can actually start selling some airdrops, it's not going to be a dump fest, dude, because you dump and you're going to be out of it. Yeah, everybody, all virtual. And if you stake virtuals, you can vote, right? It's going to go up on the governance site. And I'll tell you this too, then. If you don't stake virtuals and if you don't have a vote, the next best thing, and this matters like a ton, just retweeting it helps. Like for me, the goal is just getting it out there and for the virtuals team to see it. And like, dude, we haven't had a single proposal pass, not one. We haven't really gotten any even close. So like, to me, the virtuals team would pay attention to this if we hit an all-time high in votes, or if it happens to pass, they have to pay attention then. So like, that's what I'm going to end up doing here. It's going to go on the proposal site. I'm going to tweet it out. I'm going to ask all those guys to push it in their communities. If they can tweet it too, awesome. I want to do a spaces for it too, probably on Tuesday, and see if I can drum up some hype for it. And if if it passes, all it means is that we're asking the virtuals team to have a meeting with us and talk about implementing it. It doesn't mean it has to be implemented, but it's that conversation to happen. But if we can make that happen, dude, and if they implement it, it opens up so much. It opens up some liquidity for everybody on the platform. And tell you, the builders like it. The builders are okay with you selling tokens. They are, as long as you're still contributing to the ecosystem. Everybody's okay with it. So we'll see. That's again probably going live today. And by the way, when it goes live on the site, it's still 3 days before you can vote on it. So it just goes up there so people can read it and start talking about it. And then voting, if it goes up today, would start like Tuesday. So I've got it all written up. I've got, the guys that have read it, giving it the thumbs up. I just want Nick or Will or Graham to be like, dude, yes, I'll help you. I need more reach with it. And it's good for their communities. So, you know, hey, Mike, awesome dude. Thank you, man. Look, I think it could pass. I think it's I think it could. I'm not expecting it to. In fact, I don't think it will. But I just want it to get some attention. So virtual season, they're like, fuck it. If it doesn't pass, doesn't matter. Like, let's meet. So so that's the goal with it. Yeah, last airdrop. Here, I'll pull it up. Gravity, good morning, man. I'll pull it up. Last airdrops were saved. By the way, I like the airdrops too. I saw how much I got. Like, it's not a ton, but it was, oh shit. All right. Decent daily active points here. The airdrops I got, I'll put it up here. It was more than I used to get. I'll say that. It was definitely more than I used to get. We got to talk a little Vader today too, by the way. V Virtual, I'm up to 1,000 points a day. It's not great, but it's okay. Yeah, let's peek at let's peek. Dude, I don't know which one of you had used my referral code. First off, thank you. Somebody used my referral code that's doing like, he's done like almost 70,000 virtual trading volume. I've made 137 virtual in fees off like this one dude. Whoever that is, thank you, man. It's like every day I've got a couple virtual to go claim. That literally keeps me just playing. Crazy. Crazy. Okay, hang on. Luna, thank you, man. It's probably Luna. Probably is Luna. All right. So the most recent airdrops. It should be Pock Pock, and it should be. Let's see. It should be Pock Pock, and it should be Sage. Hang on. Let's go to the airdrop tab. There we go. Sage. All right, I got like $2.50 worth of Sage, and I got $3 worth of Pock Pock. And you can't beat that. Dropking, is that you for real? Have you done 60? Have you done like 100,000 in volume on the site? Holy shit, dude. That's wild, man. It legit might be Dropking. Okay. Dude, these airdrops are not bad at all. $3, $2.50. Like, it might not sound like much, right? It might not sound like it's $3, right? But dude, I still think like some of these, in fact, I think the whole ecosystem is going to 10x. So I think that $2 is going to turn to $20 and the $3 is going to turn to 30 and like on the good stuff, right? But I still really do think some of these are going to turn to 10x's and 20x's. And so if that $3 turns to, I don't know, even 50, 60, and you get every single Genesis token launch airdrop to you, you get that little couple bucks worth, every single one you get airdropped. So if we have a day and we go to like the peak of this market and all of a sudden I've got this token's $20 and this is 15 and this is 30 and this one's 100 and this one, and every single, like, dude, I think we're going to end up making at least hundreds, but I think even a couple grand just from freebie airdrops. And so, like, look, I'm just going to claim them all. I'm not going to stake them. And whenever that happens, I'm probably going to dump them all unless they use wallet DNA. Right? If they use wallet DNA and I can just go and sell a couple of them and it doesn't fuck me up and I can keep getting airdrops, then come on, dude. That's the best scenario. Because look, what keeps me active here, it sounds so like little or meaningless, maybe, but what keeps me active is claiming like 2 virtual in 3 virtual and 1 virtual from like the referral stuff. Dude, it keeps me active. Like, I don't get a ton of points. So when I go commit points, I only really get to commit a few virtual. That keeps me playing the Genesis game here too. So man, if you can sell airdrops and make a few virtual and it keeps you playing, that's what we need. We just need a way for people to stay a little more liquid here. So I hope they bite. I hope Virtuals goes for it. I think they should. I think they should. And so far, every single person I've showed the proposal to, I'll show you guys. I'll put it on the screen. Every single person I've showed it to said, yeah, this is great. So Yo-Yo, you got virtual stake though? You're saying you didn't get it. Do you have staked virtual? Because that's like the number one. You got to have staked virtual. And if you do and didn't get it, then that is weird. Dude, it's about to be chaos here. We're taking the cats to the vet. You're going to hear some fuckery in the background here. It's going to get wild. Here, check it. Here's the proposal. Oh, and let me just set up what we're talking about today, too, like the rest. Okay. We're still going to talk ETH all-time high. We're going to talk CyberKong's FUD, Beanie FUD, CyberKong's great story. Great fucking story. And by the way, that ended well. Beanie actually, I love Beanie, dude. I think he's a thoughtful guy, and I think he's usually right. And I didn't see how that story ended in the final comments from Beanie. I thought he was great. More virtual talk, especially like Vader. We're gonna talk art. Dude, art's looking pretty damn spicy. I got a piece that I bought many months ago, probably a year ago, that I knew would pay out or play out very well and pay. Like I knew it. And I was tempted to sell it about a week ago because I need some money. Like I say, I pay bills with this stuff. And I'm like, fuck, I need some money. I got to sell this. And I just couldn't because I have so much belief in it. This thing shot up from like a 0.2 ETH floor to a 1 ETH floor today in the past week because art's really starting to come on. I've told you, I believe the NFT cycle that's coming, it's not a PFP cycle, it's an art cycle. I think art is the meta of this cycle, and I think it's going to cook. So we do got to talk some art. We still got to dive into YZY Coin. Art sales, big art mint this past week. I think I have the best alpha for you guys, a collection that did mint out, that is on secondary for just barely above mint, and I think you should buy as many as you can get. Real talk. I believe that. We're going to talk V1 punks, talk a little Pengu. I think that's our big topics for today. And I got to start actually holding some topics over for Sundays because we go through everything Saturdays and leave ourselves with like nothing on the Sundays. It's kind of tricky. But anyway, lots to get into. What's up, bro? The Chocolator. Dude, what a name, dude. What a name. Oh, no shit. Rod, what was your letter? What was that about? And Dropking, thank you, man. Yeah, as much attention as we can get on this when it goes live, the better. But I'll read this. I want you guys to just get a feel for what it is we're proposing. And you haven't sold any projects, staked them all. See, I'm not staking anymore, by the way, Mike. Nothing. Anything I get into Genesis, I'm just holding. Dropking, 50K move. 50K move it enough times. There you go, dude. There you go. And by the way, Dropking Swarm ain't done. But I'll tell you, okay, it's time to start like really looking at the Slam AI stuff. I'll just tell you guys here, there's not a ton of people watching and listening. The next phase is coming, the broader thing. And I do think it'll be good for Swarm holders. I'll say that. Yeah, Yo-Yo, that's really weird then. Oh, okay, Yo-Yo, I know why. Maybe. Yo-Yo, if you have token stake, if you've ever, well, okay, I was going to say, if you've ever sold an airdrop on virtuals, then you don't qualify for anymore. It's exactly what my proposal is trying to address. That said, they've reset it a couple times. So if you've sold an airdrop in the past, like, 4 weeks, then that's why you're not getting airdrops right now. That's why. Exactly what my proposal is trying to fix here. Proposal is use wallet DNA to allow virtual stakers to sell some airdrops. Spell that right. That would fucking help. Without a penalty. Right? Proposal. Virtuals integrates CryptoSlam's wallet DNA to score wallets' reputations based on on-chain trading activity. It allows high-reputation virtual stakers to sell airdrop tokens and continue to receive airdrops until their reputation falls below a certain score. Wallet DNA, you guys know, but for anyone who doesn't, always updating algorithm. It tracks your activities across all virtual tokens, and it gives each wallet a reputation score based on what you do with these airdrops, how much you buy tokens versus sell, how much volume you're pushing, how long you hold, if you stake, all these things factor in. So like what I argue is somebody who is like buying and staking and trading and is not sitting here extracting. Part of the game is selling, right? But you're not extracting. You're just keeping things moving, adding, again, staking, all of it. You're just participating and you're doing it with numbers. You shouldn't get penalized for selling $100 worth of an airdrop or $2. Like, I just don't think you should be out of the game. And so this fixes that. If you maintain like an A threshold, sell, and maybe you sell and it drops you to a B. Maybe just a few days of really grinding with volume puts you back to an A, and you keep on getting airdrops. Otherwise, they lock you out for, months. And like, I'm wondering why they do that. Like, and I put here, like, the spirit of it makes sense. Like, hold token support builders. And I just don't know if that's the real reason, or if the reason is they don't know how to track who's being like a net positive, trader for the space for someone who's extracting. It might just be too much for them to do. That's why Wallet DNA fixes it. It's just there for them. We do the work. If they just like airdrop goes and, it's here's our virtual stakers, here's the token that's going, and the only thing it checks is your reputation score. Anything below an A, you don't get it. A plus, maybe all those tokens go there so you actually get more. That would make sense, right? If you have an A, there's the pool, the 2%. If it only goes to A reputation people, well, you would in theory get more token than you would if it just goes to all or none. I think. What's up, Catsy? Good morning, dude. Catsy, I was just showing the proposal I'm about to put live here probably today on the virtual site. And I'd mentioned too, got some supporters. So again, Arbus said they'll support this. Whack AI and Ring Fence all said they like the proposal. They'll support it. And then Graham said the same thing. I want to see if Graham will tweet. I want to get Will and Nick. Nick said he likes it too, but he needs to read more. If I can get those guys to actually tweet and support, because this is good for the whole community. But anyway, this will go live today. We'll vote on it in a few days. And it's short version though. Again, if you have an A reputation, you can sell airdrops. But if you sell a bunch, you're not going to have an A and you have to grind back up. So have to be super clear about this. It's not going to be a dump fest. It's not. I mean, if you sell, you might be already disqualified from the next airdrops. But it gives you the chance to grind back up without just waiting for virtuals to one random day reset it all. So Arbus uses it now. They use it in their InfoFi campaigns with multipliers, right? If you have an A reputation, you get double the tokens. If you have a F reputation, as in you sell all your shit, you actually get a penalty. You get a 0.5 multiplier. I think it's cool as shit, man. Really cool. And then the cool X factor here. Oh, I don't know their system. I got to check that, Catsy. And I need to dive in a creator bid. But the Vader news is spicy. Basically, they just undid everything they've been doing. No more staking, no more yapping. Well, staking kind of, but no more yapping points. Everything kind of gone. I guess you're still getting the 5% of daily points still go to Vader stakers, I guess, but yeah. But here where it gets really spicy is you can apply wallet DNA to points too, which I think is super important. I might argue it's even more important than the airdrop stuff because look, I've talked about this over the past week, especially wherever you're at now, point wise, you're never catching up to the whales. You just can't. They just push so much volume and have so many tokens. They're grinding out points and you can't catch up. But I believe with Wallet DNA, you could. Because just like Arbus is using it for multipliers, well, man, if you're like a tier, A reputation trader, what if you get a multiplier on points? What if it's double the points? And if you're an F reputation, as in you got so many points and you take that penalty off in the 10-day timeout, and every 10 days you're back and you just keep stacking points again just to go and dump again. If people are just here dumping, maybe they get a penalty. Maybe they get that 0.5 multiplier. Or maybe they just always stay flat. But if a little guy who's trading well and staking everything and just doing everything positive for the ecosystem, maybe they get a 2x multiplier. And you can do it with Wallet DNA. It's so simple. So I think it fixes a lot here on the platform. I really do. And so ultimately, guys, this proposal, I put this at the end, doesn't guarantee that Wallet DNA is implemented if this passes, right? Doesn't guarantee it. This passes, it's just to get the team to meet with us, for us to tell them how this would work. And then we didn't really have to work out what levels they want and tailor it around what they do, because it is customizable. So there we go. Catsy, you have to build up levels. And if you go down, you have to build. Okay, that is cool. Then yes, very similar to creator bid. That's cool. Actually, really important, Choina. Just heard about a security issue for Apple devices that exposes crypto users to cyber attacks. Has been patched with an update that's recommended to update all your Apple devices. I heard from people, I think we saw something from Orangey and a few other people have been drained from whatever. But there is something on Apple devices. I updated my phone this morning after seeing it. So be super careful, guys. There's a lot of, dude, without mentioning names, there's somebody very close to us here who got absolutely fucking demolished here in the past couple of weeks. We're talking lost all of his crypto, all of it. We're talking 6 figures, all of it. Super bummer. So, like, dude, the bad actors never left, but they're definitely ramping things back up. Be super careful. Be super careful. Like, take the security shit very seriously. It's really bad. It's a huge bummer. John, good. Yeah, updated. Good shit. All right. Proposal. Again, last thing there. I just want to hear back from Nick or Will. I need to reach out to Goon too. But if I get either of them, that's like I'll support. I'll give a push or share with the community. And everybody's cool about letting me drop it in their Discord. But I want a little push because it's good for their community. So if I can get any of them on board, then there we. Dude, what the fuck? Capy up to 3.6. Holy shit. Dude, Capy's. Okay, prediction. I think Capy goes all-time high. Fuck, do I think this way? I don't know. All-time high is like in striking distance always for Capy. Like this low market cap all the time. But wouldn't shock me if we see 6+ this week. Wouldn't shock me. And at some point, 10 is coming. Dude, I love it. I love it. But yeah, on virtuals, yeah, the Vader stuff's interesting. And look, just going to say, we're really wondering what they're going to do. So we gave, what was it? 2% of our supply to Vader. 2% of our supply Vader holds. And with them like unwinding everything, like I hope they don't just send it all out to everybody all at once. And he might, I don't know. But he might send out all the swarm token he has to everybody, and everybody just might dump it, which would not be cool. But I don't know. We'll put our faith in Vader for now. But yeah, everything unwound. Don't know what he's building next. Don't know where he's pivoting to. I have no idea. No idea. Right? He did have an ACP cluster coming. I don't think that's on pause, but nothing's been pushed on that front. Some people, he said he'll use it for community initiatives later on. Okay, some people thinking he might be doing his own like launch pad, which is what he kind of, I was going to say started with. He didn't start with that. He's changed what he's doing 15 times. But he did for one period of time do a launch pad. We launched with him. Billy Betts, us, Wake Hacker. So maybe he's going back to that. Somebody tweeted an image of Vader Fun. And I don't know if that was a mock-up or if that was old or what, but like he might be going that direction. Maybe Vader becomes a meme coin launchpad or an agent launchpad. I don't know. I can't get a feel for this if he's kind of like, Catsy, is he button heads with virtuals? Is any of this a comment on virtuals? Like, I have no feel for it at all. None. And I'm not in any virtual Kabali chat, so I have no idea what the dudes are thinking too. No clue. No fucking clue. Oh, shit. Cheyenne is into Capy, huh? No kidding. Hang on. That's cool shit. Cheyenne's awesome. Dude, that's so good. Okay, I got to drop this in the Capy chat. Hang on. Dude, the Capy boys are going to love this. Hang on. Oh, somebody else dropped it. I see. Cheyenne, that's fucking amazing, dude. What a tweet. Okay, let me share that. That's so good. You got Bobby's attention. You got the team's attention. Dude, did you move? I think you moved that price. Whoa. Okay, random. The World Liberty token's trading at like 40 bill. World Liberty Finance trading around a 40 billion FDV pre-market. Wow. Dude, that's spicy. Spicy. Good tweet confusion. Dude. Keep your eyes on Capy. Good shit. All right, I'm trying to think what else with virtuals that we need to cover. Not, everything's changed this week. We have the new Genesis, tokenomics, and so far not going great. It's not bad, not great though. Just peeking if there's anything new coming up. That one's new, I think. Finny AI, I think that's new. I'll dig into that later. But look, Tuesday's the flagship launch. That's going to cook. But it's not a Genesis launch. It's a prototype launch, which means it's going to launch like a pump fund token. It's just going to go live out of nowhere. So you're really going to have to keep your eyes on prototype and catch it when it goes live. Should do well. I mean, it will do well. It really will. Pock did well this week after a clusterfuck launch. What's it sitting at? 7 mil FDV. Market cap's 1.1 mil. And then here's Sage. I can't believe Pock's doing better than Sage. Sage at 5.4 mil FDV. I'm really surprised. I am. Sage is legit. Like legit. All right, shush it, dude. Okay. Gake on Capy. Again, there's some other big names. At the very least in the group chat watching. I think with Bags Pack, though. Let's see. We got that. Yep. All right, let's get into the Kanye coin. I know, right? Cheyenne's got motion. It's crazy. All right, let's do the YZY coin because that shit was ugly. Dude, we've been waiting for this for months too. Months. All right, the official announcement post.
The official YZY token just dropped. The official YZY token just dropped. The official YZY token just dropped.
If that doesn't get you hyped, I don't know what would, right? If that doesn't do it, you're just dead inside. No, it's stupid. It's so ugh. That's it. That's it. That's the announcement. It is real. So, okay, so at the very least, it's real. It is an official Kanye coin. I think that was real, Catsy. I think that was really him. In all his glory. Money.yeezy.com. Buy, sell, send. YZY Money is a concept to put you in control, free from centralized authority. YZY is the currency that powers all transactions within YZY Money. There's Pay coming. Pay is a crypto payments processor, enables merchants to accept both credit card and crypto payments. Lower fees than the typical 3.5%. Look, this is why we know crypto is going to eat the world. It's just the fee thing. A couple of percentage points makes a big difference here when these, when there's like billions being transacted. And, in stablecoins, we're talking trillions transacted already. 3%. It's a lot. It's a lot. Merchants can integrate Pay into their website or app. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you can use it already, huh? Pretty cool. Oh, there's a YZY card coming too. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yes. I'm with you here. Hey, Christian Jensen buying Capy before he buys a V1 Punk, dude. You're a maniac. I love it. Hell yeah. Capy's going to do great. It just is. It just is. It's just such a... Again, if it holds up well when the market's bleeding out, it's a sign that it's got what it needs to cook. Yeah, so I think that's a good point, though, Choina. which is like, dude, you can skip stuff. You can skip something like that. You're not missing out much. Remember when things get like frothy? Dude, those opportunities come all the time. All the time. They just come all the time. So skip the Kanye one. You're going to get something else that 10Xs. And you didn't get a chance for 10X in the Kanye coin. You didn't. You got, if you timed it well, you got a 3X at the most. Because most people did not get in before a bill. You maybe got in right around there, or you got in when it dipped to like 900. And it went up to like 3 bill and then it dumped. Most people are down on that Ye coin. You're all good skipping that. Yep. Now, again, at here, like here, I'm okay maybe buying in. It's at, 700 mil market cap. I do think, I'm sorry, not even market cap, FTV, 700 mil. It's really 685 mil FTV. I really do think you're going to see a 3-4X out of this. I do. I just think Kanye starts shilling it. He starts touring, putting out new music for sale in his coin. Like, I just think, to me, that makes sense. That said, if Hayden Davis is involved in all these fucking Solana scammers, I don't think I want to be a part of it just because I don't want them to have any of my money. They get none of my shekels. So I'm probably going to sit it out too, even if there's an opportunity there. There's going to be so many more. Capy's my opportunity. And I love that idea, by the way, of rolling that into a V1. I think it's very possible. Look, fuck, if V1 floor, by the way, is like 20 grand right now. I'm like, dude, if we get a 3X, if we see Capy at 9 mil, that's a V1 punk for me. Like, fuck yeah. I'm not doing it there, by the way. I'm not. But let's talk 10X. 10X, it's like 3 V1 punks. I might buy a V1 punk there. We'll see. Yeah, someone's holding something like that, Mike. Someone's holding like 90% of the tokens, and it's either Kanye or it's Hayden or it's way. And I got some tweets about this. Very, very cabaled up token. It's bullshit. For that reason, I wouldn't touch it. And then there's the part of me that's always like, okay, well, if there's fuckery involved, they can use that fuckery to really push that price. They can, and they will. Like, they will. By the way, I've bought stuff here before. I bought shit here. Dude, he's got some sunglasses. Is that a what is that? Is that a trash can? What the fuck is that? Dude, I can't even tell what some of his stuff even is. Those are kind of cool. Dude, it's like homeless wear. It's so funny. Are those shoes? See, I like some of this shit. I've got, dude, I like those. These, I got some of these. I got like 3 pairs of these. They're really cool. Alt season, baby. Yeah, I mean, to that point, people pointing out open interest on ETH all-time high, but hang on. That's not the one I really wanted to show. I wanted to show this. Total 3. Total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH, is just at all-time. Actually, it's probably below all-time high right now. We haven't even hit an all-time high there. That's coming. Yeah, I like that. The big game's still coming. Hey, dude, come on. This is so cool. The Virtuals fam coming into Capy. Fucking awesome. For if you guys didn't know like where it came from and what, like I'll do the TLDR super quick. Super quick. A buddy of mine has made his changed his life. I'll put it that way. Changed his life this year and last year via WIF and via Mudang. That's it. Changed his life. Quit his job, does this full time now. Great guy. Really great guy. And it's not like a degen, like the right kind of degen, a great guy. Normal dude. Good intentions with everything. And so dude, this token comes out. He's supporting a buddy who launched it. his buddy dumped his tokens, whatever. They were going to do this together. The other guy got out. Buddy took it over, knows all of the whales, is in all the whale group chats because he is a whale now. And everybody loves this guy, so everybody's supporting him. And it's how he got these other whales and got people like Gake and all these guys looking. I know these other guys, the other big names are looking. I bet you Ansem looks, right? Because he comes from Whiff. And I bet you like Jakey's looking. I think Jakey's in the group chat. There's a lot of big names that are looking at this thing and probably have their bags packed and are probably going to be shilling it. And what we know for sure is it's not going to get dumped by the team. We know that for sure. That's the part that I have confidence in and why I bet on it personally. So there we go. Capy shill. But alt season here, just starting. I mean, fuck. Yeah, really just starting. Really just starting. All right. Back to Yeezy. On-chain sleuths. They've linked the Yeezy Sniper wallet to the Libra insiders. There's a lot they found. We got all the receipts. The first buyer of Yeezy, it's a trader who just happened to make $100 million on Trump. It's bullshit. Like, really, dude, it's bullshit. We're getting worked over here. And it's like Hayden Davis and that crew. Sucks, dude. It sucks. We keep getting worked. It's all so scammy. I'm actually pissed that didn't blow up and turn into even more of a thing, right? So that's interesting, Cassie. That's a funny point. It's right. Those people don't even need more money. And this is what they do. To tie it to Capy, it's actually why I love it so much, because same reason. The dude running it doesn't need the money now. He just wants to do something cool. He wants he wants a multi-cycle kind of coin. He wants to do something. So he's not selling to make money on this. He will down the road if this hits hundreds of millions. But then you get a Hayden Davis who has all the money he needs for many, many lifetimes and generational wealth, and he's still scamming people. It's crazy. Whoa. Did we get Vader fun? Hang on. Did we get a Vader update? Let me peek at that. That's a big deal if we got some Vader news. Yeah, dude, showing it because greed. Because all people care about is can we make money? Even if it's a scam. Can I make money on scam? If so, I'm doing it. It's kind of like I was just saying I would do, with the Kanye coin. You can make money on it still. Gravity, did you see something new with Vader Fun? I feel you, dude. I mean, I feel you. I feel you. Dude, I'll tell you what. They're going to come over and fuck up the game over on virtuals if we start cooking again. They are. Vader Fund, the legacy site. Okay. Go to the Vader staking platform and you'll see see links to 2 types of staking on virtuals and on Vader Fund. Let's see. Girls, if you come on stream, I'll get you Starbucks. You want to come?
I just picked out the coffee coupon. You already sold it.
I will get you 2 Starbucks.
No, look, I got Big over here. The new coffee Starbucks and the cake pop.
Yeah.
Buy one, get one free specialty coffees. I was gonna go.
What is that, Dunkin' Donuts?
It's the new Bigsby. It's the new coffee place.
Ugh.
It's supposed to be really good and way cheaper.
My first 2 quiz and tests in high school. And I'm smart.
We gotta go, but they went in.
All right, good luck, guys. Close. I'll get you a Starbucks. Love ya.
Can't we go to this new place? Nope. Why? It's supposed to be great and really fun.
I'm trying. Like, they get crypto and they actually like it. I'm trying, dude. I think some kids getting into crypto would be super cool and could do well and all this shit. And they've helped me. Like, they helped me find memes on TikTok and stuff. Like, it's cool. Working on them. One of them will come on at some point. Okay, I'm just letting them get out of the house here. They're bringing the cats to the vet. Carbon 99% short on Yeezy again. Wow. Okay, legacy staking. That's Vader. Okay, so that is the old thing. Okay. I'll get him one day. And I will literally get him in here trading too. Bye, Hunty boy. Bye, Bubba. Goodbye, Bubba. Good luck. Once crypto hits the young generation properly, some 10-year-olds are going to become. Yes, dude. Yes. Like, check this out. Okay, here's an example. I don't know if this translates like on the money side quite yet, but like, dude, my daughter just hit a 3-year daily sign-in streak on Roblox. She hit, it was like a 1,000-day streak. Like, these kids are in the digital space and they do the shit and they do the collectibles and they do the rarity and they do it all. They live that life, dude. This is their life. They get this stuff. They get this stuff, man. I want a dog too, by the way, Benny. I love cats. I really want a dog so bad. Yeah, we got 2 kitties. But they like, dude, so they get crypto. They really get it. Like, they get it in a way that normies don't, right? They get like price up, down stuff. They just get it. I wish I could even explain how they get it, but they get it. And it's because that's all they hear about for, going on, 5 years now, like obsessively. They hear it all the time. They get it though. Gravity. I thought Vader ended staking on its platform, but now staking is available with a 3-month lockup. So is this open right now? Vader Fund, can you stake right now? I don't even want to connect right now, to be honest. But is that open? Like on Vader Fund, you can stake? Because I wonder if that's like a holdover thing. Yeah, no, I don't think you can stake 3 months. I might be wrong, Gravity. Hey, there we go. Here, let me get you. Guys, I'm pretty damn sure about what Capy's going to do. I'm pretty damn sure. Again, 10 mil, 15 mil, 20 mil. It's a big range, right? But that's the target. And then I really do think more, but I reevaluate when we get there. But this is what it's done with no major listings. None. This is all organic. Chart looks great too, huh? I will kick myself for not buying a big old bag down here. I got this at 10K. I bought it 50K. But it was put in our group at 10K right when they launched it. I bought it 50. I sold somewhere here. And I'm like, again, I didn't see it. And I bought back in here. And I bought back, I think, mostly everything I'd sold, but I'm in. 2 bill. Gotcha. No, that's cool, Gravity. Not an idiot. It's confusing. They've not made very much clear. So not an idiot. I mean, you are an idiot, but in the endearing way. Anyway, yes, insiders milking us. Hey, on Trump, on Yeezy. TJR Trade started trading at 14 10 years ago. He's 23 now, 100 mil because he went through high school trading, getting ready. See, the younger they start, the better they'll do. So, like, remember I told you a couple of weeks back, my son's friend who wants to get into this stuff, he's not doing it. I'm bummed, dude. He's not doing it. He's not. He's like every so often checking in, but he's not doing it. I'm like, dude, again, you can change your life if you do it. But also, I'm a maniac, and I said, ditch all your friends and ditch your family. Literally, like, say goodbye to them for the next 3 years and do this. And he didn't do it. Shocking, huh? Kanye launched the YZY token. Only YZY was added to the liquidity pool with no USDC. Dev may sell YZY by adding or removing liquidity, similar to Libra. Multiple insider wallets prepared funds in advance and immediately bought YZY. Insider wallet, blah, 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 knew the CA in advance and even tried buying yesterday. That wallet spent $450,000 to buy 1.29 million YZY at 35 cents. Today sold $1 million for $1.4 million. Like, they gamed us. They absolutely fucking did it to us again. They scammed us. It's fucking insane. And actually, here's some of the guys that were part of the launch.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. We're going to $1 million. Let's fucking go.
Dude, they got us. Dude, good game. GG's. Like, they played the game, and they're playing a totally different game than us. We're not playing the same game, man. Oh, shit. We got a new moon cycle, by the way. We got the black moon. Yikes. A black moon is a term for a new moon that fits a particular calendar or seasonal pattern. The second new moon in a single calendar month. The moon will be unlit and therefore invisible from Earth. We got to check our moon quant, guys. We got to check our moon quant. Yeah, black moon. Moon quant is like almost undefeated. We got to check moon quant and see what black moon means for the markets here. All right, I got to send my girls some money real quick. Starbucks, you know. $7. Starbucks is bullshit, dude. $7 I think covers it. Let's see. $7. All right, here's for Lila. She gets her 7. And dude, it's so weird with my son not here. We're on a full week now of him off at college. It's weird. Food prices have gone down. AC doesn't keep getting magically set down to 68 degrees. Like, it's weird. All right, now Gwen gets $7 as well. Do I send the missus money too? I probably should. Shit, I need to have them get me some. I don't know, I'm craving some kind of yummy drink. Whatever. Okay. Dude, yeah, dude, it's so much cheaper now. It's crazy. It's so noticeable, dude. So noticeable. All right, we got another call. Okay, here's Hayden Davis on with fucking Jakey. These fucking scamming fucks.
Yo. Oh, brother, did you get in on that YZY I launched?
No. I mean, listen, dude, we've been together for a while. Trading.
I sent you the CA
That means yes. I mean, that's an obvious yes, he did.
early. I sent you the CA early.
Where?
Why didn't you get in? Bro.
I mean, dude, what are the odds that you get your 50 mil unlocked today? And then the YZY coin drops? Can we get confirmation that you're
another one bites the dust, brother? What can I say?
That's cooked, bro.
These like hotcakes.
How come I got the insider on like Libra and all that, but I didn't get like actually? I mean, like I still cooked, like I seen it like late, but
I thought I sent you it. Oh man. Well, listen, bro. I'm just about to hit the AP store, so well, I'll give you a ring a little later, and we can talk about this new launch coming up.
How many APs you got now?
Bro, I'm on my 6-1.
That's insane, bro.
What's an AP?
I mean, let me know if you're launching anything else. Like,
worth.
No way. You see the new Richard Milley that just hit the market?
Bro, picking it up for sure.
All right, bro. Well, like, you know, try to give me like a bit of an earlier entry.
Okay. Oh, it's a watch. Okay, cool. All right, here's the deal. Okay, even this video here is fake. It's fake, right? Like, whatever they're saying happened probably didn't happen. They know what they're doing. It's like watching The Real World or some reality show where like it's scripted. It's not real. So this is not real. I don't think it's real. Somebody scammed, right? Like there was some insider shit. Doesn't mean it was them. Also, it might have been them, and then they try to make it look like it's a reality show. And then it actually is. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. It's all bullshit. It's all fake. One way or another, it's all fake. And also, it's not us getting these ridiculous easy wins back to Capy. It's the first time I feel close enough that I feel like it is sort of like that. Without getting in on the long. Fuck it. I mean, we got it at 50. 10K, 50K. I know I put it on the stream at 100K. That's our closest thing to an insider thing without it being insider shit that really moves the needle. It's just like, oh, we know the team. We know they're good. We know they're connected. That's it. That's as much as we got. Now, if you do that with a celebrity, you're golden. And that's what they did. That is how the game works, though. It's exactly how the game works. Everything, and these guys stacking big wins, it's not because they're great traders. You do have great traders out there, by the way, some of them. But shit, 90% of those stories out there from guys who have made those bags from insider info. Just how it works. And again, that's not the takeaway from great traders, because there are some great traders, but most of it is this. It's just who you know. Yeah, see, Benny, some people can't see it. They don't know the difference. So to them, it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Star Platinum. Strange that nobody's talking about this. The YZY token launched on Meteora, a platform once linked to Hayden Davis, and it went live just hours after funds were unfrozen in Libra case. Yep. Yep. Yeah, dude, it's pretty well fucked. And also, whatever. Luna, one day we'll make that pay off. One day we'll get like the inside scoop on something that really moves the needle. And honestly, I really do mean this. Right now, Capy just is the one. I do think Capy's got some stupid things coming. I do. I believe it. And that's just conviction. That's just believing it. I know nothing that is not in their group chat. Right? I just believe in the dude that's running it. And then one last post about the YZY token. 99% sure Hayden Davis launched YZY. Looks identical to the Libra rug. Yeah. Yeah, all the same shit we've looked at. This is another Hayden Davis crypto scam that will have utility and it will be legit, but we get fucking worked here. They're not playing what we're playing. They're not sitting around trading like us. They're launching coins and giving their buddies in early access to it. And man, it must be nice. And it's pretty fucking cool. And GG's. I mean it, dude. GG's. Very cool. Very fucking cool. If it were me, I would do the same thing. And I would be having you guys get in. I think all of us would do that too. If you got the opportunity to launch a coin for somebody and you knew you could get your buddies all in early, wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you? If I got to launch I'm trying to think who's the coolest celebrity I know. If I could launch King YZY token, I mean, I know they're not that popular. I'm trying to think of a celeb. If I could launch well, fuck it. Let's do King YZY, whatever. Just for an example. If I could launch a King YZY concert for the band, token for the band, and it's like, guys, we're launching it on this date, and I want you guys to have the CA. Here it is. And I will let you know when it goes live, ballpark. I'll just tell you it's going to be in this window of time. And then I send us all a group message and be like, guys, we're going live probably in the next 2 hours. Just keep watching. And by the way, here's how you probably want to play it. Here's how we're going to kind of do the liquidity thing. Here's how you could do it. Anyway, if I could do that, I would. Just being honest. If I could do that and it was for people here, I would. And so it's exactly what they're doing, and it looks shitty on the outside, and maybe it is shitty. But I'm just saying I would do it too. Because, like, look, does reputation matter if you change your life on the thing? No. It clearly doesn't matter. No kidding, Gravity. No way. You heard him on the radio. Are they getting to be a radio band? Or do they play like kind of indie-ish music? King YZY's getting so big, dude. That actually, Gravity, they had a big old festival out in Colorado. And now they're going to do it yearly. And I'm definitely going next year. There's no way I'm missing it. Somebody died at the show too, which is a bummer. But I'm definitely going. And I bet you they got a new album coming soon because it's only been 2 months since their last album. And those fucking guys put out at least like 2 albums a year. They've had some years where they've done 4 or 5 albums. They're so great. I mean, they are the best band on this earth. And it ain't even close. Best band on the earth. Fuck, I love those guys so much. Crazy. Capy back to 3.5. Okay, for Capy to really cook, what do we need to happen in the macro, like the broader market here? Does ETH cooking, does ETH hit an all-time high and blasting past it help? Does that help meme coins like Capy? Mike Bennett, because you're dumping on retail in the first 5 minutes. Only redeeming thing is they make it public, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Either way, it is a dirty thing. Okay, so what's good for memes on Solana? Is it Sol cooking? Is it Bitcoin performing not as well? I'm not convinced, guys, that I'm not convinced that the cycles really matter like they used to. Like majors run, then alts, then NFTs. I just kind of think everything up at the same time just because euphoria and people spending and everybody wanting to get ahead of what they think the cycles are. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it doesn't matter anymore. China, nice. Some of your work friends in Colorado went 3 nights of like 3-hour shows each night, and awesome bands all the way up until it. But every set, they didn't repeat a single song, I don't think, too. There's no band like those guys, man. Just crazy. They had the singer of Dead Kennedys come do a song with them, too, which is cool. Like King Gizzard is very well respected in the music world too, which is so cool. Like I don't know if I thought they'd turn into this big band. Actually, I did. When I heard them, when I first realized how good they were, like I heard them and I didn't jump full in, like all in. I didn't. And then when it finally clicked, I'm like, oh my God, how are they not the biggest band on this planet? And now they're starting to slowly grow into that because they just do it slow and organic, and they just are like these. It's just so cool. Just organic and when something's that great, it's inevitable. Oh, actually, hang on. I gotta find something. Hang on. All right, where is it? Okay, hang on. Where is it? I've got a cool fucking King Gizzard thing. There it is. Okay. All right, we're good. You know, it's crazy. I kind of regret not going to their show here in around Chicago, like 3-ish weeks ago. I kind of regret it, and I didn't do it because of that 12-hour marathon stream. Right? All right, here we go. That's my King Gizzard Nanagon Infinity. What do you even call this fucking thing? A chain? A pendant thing? I don't know. But it's awesome. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, dude, I regret not going. So I didn't go again for the 12-hour marathon stream, which was so great. And I know people liked it, which is cool. And I think it's led to some like cool opportunities. A medallion. There we go. Thank you. Led to some cool opportunities. Actually, there's a project I think I'm going to be working with starting next week. Actually, I'll say this, a couple projects that you've heard of in the on the virtual side. Yeah, and a couple different things. One of them, I think I'll be hosting their weekly spaces, which would be really cool. Very under the radar project that I like a lot. And do I even have any of their token? I might have done the Genesis just to, participate in something. But yeah, one project, a little under the radar. You've definitely heard of them if you tune into the show. They've been on the show once or twice, but I'm going to start hosting their weekly space. And then another one that I love that I can't reveal anything about, but that is doing big shit that I'll be a part of somehow in some form. And I love them. Pumped for both of them. So like opportunities came from that stream. So good I skipped the concert to stay fresh to be able to do that stream. But man, do I wish I went, All right. So, okay. What does it take What's bullish for Capy? I'm trying to think. Does ETH running help Capy? I guess, you know what? I would argue yes. Okay, I'm going to argue that Sol running, ETH running, Bitcoin even holding flat, I think all of that helps Capy because it just gives you like some confidence that the foundation is good, right? Because memes, as soon as you think that the foundation is fucked, you start dumping your memes. It's just kind of how it works. But if you feel like there's that foundation and that the money's going to flow into the super speculative stuff next, then these things do well. So I think ETH doing really well and keep continuing to push past that all-time high and breaking 5K and whatever, good for our meme bags. I think Capy's my only meme bag at this point. I think that's it. I'm not actually it is. I don't have any fuck coin. That's it. It's Capy or bust for me. Man, V1s look awesome this week. We got to talk art. It is art time. It's definitely art time. Oh man, I'm just peeking at the Capy chat. It's good seeing some familiar faces here. Dude, so cool. So fucking cool. Okay, let's do some art. Let's do some arts. By the way, how are NFTs even doing? I've not peeked. Let's do that. Let me peek at the NFT market real quick. Scammers. Scammers. Check that out, man. This was yesterday, really 2 days ago, but almost a $500,000 X copy sale. Oh, Carbon, thank you, dude. Yeah, I hope to stack a few little like just side things, right? That'd be cool. Kind of like CryptoBats still. If I can stack a few of those, that'd be nice. Bull market, you have to do it. You have to. There we go. $475,000 sale of Death Wannabe. Real nice. Real fucking nice. Dude, art season. I can't wait to share with you the alpha thing. I'm telling you, there's an art collection out there that's, I think it is the best buy out there right now. Nothing's close to it. Also, I don't know why. I might be way wrong about this, but feeling like Solana meme coins ready to do a thing. Maybe. Just feels like we haven't seen that in a while. Moonbirds. What are these selling for now? 3.5 ETH. Crazy. It's crazy that a Moonbird and a V1 Punk are about the same price. Dude, wow. 24-hour sales volume is 27 mil. Yeah, I didn't realize we're getting that high. Wow, yeah. Holy fuck. Okay, that's not super unusual. I don't know. I don't look at it that often now, so I didn't realize. Looks like we'll finish the week down a bit too, but we'll dive more into that tomorrow. But good stuff. All right, Trojan, just so you know, it's modest. Modest is the collection. Okay, we could talk about that another time too, but you know. Modest is like the alpha. If you are looking for like a big old art play that's like the cabal is eaten up, it's modest. Have fun though, China. Yeah, modest is like he's the dude. He's definitely like the dude of this cycle. And so we talked about him here before too, right? He's on this trajectory to be like the next like ACK level artist, which is pretty fucking big. And so he minted a collection this week. I hope people got in. it did not make it past like whitelist, right? So never made it to public. It probably was not easy to get in. Cool thing though is it's sitting like a little above mint price, but not far above. And yeah, you know, like if I were liquid, I would be buying these. I would be buying more. I've got 7 of them, which is not enough. This is not gonna make me a ton of money. But I'm probably gonna use it to collect. Mementos is the collection. Modest is the artist. And like, right, I think I've explained it here before, but quick TLDR, if you can picture how like Max Payne works in the Xcopy ecosystem, right? Burn 1 Max Payne to mint this collection, or burn 3 to mint this one, or right? It's like a currency in the ecosystem. That's what these mementos are in the Modest ecosystem. So you minted them, 30% of the money goes to Modest, 70% of it goes into a multi-sig wallet that's locked. And it's locked so at any point you can actually return your NFT and get that 70% back, which is super cool. But if you want to actually redeem your art, if you want to redeem the art for something in his ecosystem, well, then he unlocks that 70% and he gets to keep it, which is super cool. And what you can use these Memento NFTs for, it's his daily art. And this is also like speculation stuff he said, right? But it's going to be used to mint his new artwork. So that's dailies, probably 1/1s, like whatever. IRL events and prints and whatever. It's just going to become the currency of his ecosystem. He's cool, dude. He's cool. If you like, that's what's up. Carbon, welcome, man. Pretty great. Marty, I'm not selling my V1, dude. No. It's just not happening, man. Like, to be totally honest, I might sell it this cycle. It would be smart of me to sell this cycle. I don't want to. I hope I make enough money somewhere else that I don't have to sell it. I just keep them. I just would rather never sell it, to be honest. But I like that I've got options with them. I like that they're like, at least right now, liquid enough. So like, I'm happy having it. If I need it, if I have an emergency or something, I sell them. And dude, I mean, so I go and I look for the white male V1 punks. They sell higher. They just do. It's the space. They're 5 ETH floor. They're 23, almost 24,000 bucks. And they are selling there. So he's my nice, like, you know, he's my emergency fund. Look at this one. Just went for 20 minutes ago for 8 ETH. Real cool. But yeah, I don't want to sell them. If I can make enough money, let's say on Capy or whatever else, if I hope to make enough where I don't even think of selling him, because I don't want to. And if anything, I'm looking for what other things I can sell if I make a lot of money to get more V1 punks. Because I think they go so much higher than this. Like, so I mean, this cycle, I think V1s get to 20 ETH. And if they go higher, wouldn't surprise me one bit. Not one bit. They've been to 30. I think they can go to 30, 40, 50. Especially if punks go to like 200. And they could. And we got to start thinking USD value too. But if punks go to a mil, V1s, I think, go to like 100, 150. They're going to close that gap. I say it all the time. They're going to. And the higher punks get, the more V1s close that gap. But I hope to not sell that V1. And at the same time, I probably will end up having to sell them. Probably. Okay, so Memento Mint, 6900 edition collection. There were like 4 whitelist phases. His 1/1 holders mint first. And I think these guys could mint 47, I think was the cap. 1/1 holders got to mint, then Modest holders, then friend whitelist, and then there was like a sign-up whitelist. It never made it to the sign-up whitelist phase. It only got to the friend whitelist phase, and it stayed there for maybe an hour at the most. Dude raised $1.1 million. It's pretty awesome. But dude, what I start paying attention to is who is collecting him. And like, what are they saying? And man, you got guys like Jedi Wolf talking about him. Like, Jedi Wolf is like an icon of the art space. He's got one of the best collections. You could probably argue he's got the best collection of crypto art, right? He's got like Lost Robbies, and he's got all these like Xcopy 1/1 grails. And Jedi Wolf is a big Modest fan, big Modest collector, right? When he's collecting stuff like this, and he compared it to something like Last Selfie, that's high praise, dude. High praise. High fucking praise. This guy too. This dude too is known for being a like really legit art collector. Raoul Pal, by the way, also collects Modest. You got guys like this collecting him and talking about him, man. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Oh, you know, so probably a good point or place to bring that piece up and show you. Just so you see the price. I think it's a buy here. Floor is 0.042. These minted at 0.0369. So they're up, but barely. And I think you can sneak in offers, and this will probably kill my browser a bit. I bet you could sneak in offers here. Top offer is 0.042. It's pretty cool. You can adjust it too, so it displays however you want. It's going to do really well. I don't even know how high I think these go. When he starts revealing like redeemable things for it, we really start seeing these move. But dude, I won't be shocked to see these at a quarter ETH each. And there's scenarios where these, you know, like 1 ETH. I don't know. It's just going to depend on how hot he really gets. And I think he's going to get pretty hot and what kind of art you can redeem it for. But a quarter ETH each or something is kind of, as of right now, that's my target. I got 7 of them. So I'm hoping to make a couple ETH off this, but I'm probably going to end up seeing if I can redeem for like small editions. I with how he's being talked about and who's talking about him, I think he's one of those guys I just need in my collection because I think it's going to age really well. If this dude just keeps doing his thing, I think it ages really, really well. So you got Roger Dickerman. So he did an interview with who was it? Oh yeah, SQDA. Did an interview with him earlier this year. Again, like really well-known art collector. When you see people talking about an artist like this, dude, it's like all I need to hear to know this is different. I'm as excited about this, and he's talking about a 1/1 he collected, I think, or a bunch of, he bought like 10 Modest NFTs. I'm as excited about this as I was with Capy's Mortal and a Lost Robbie. He's comparing Modest work to that. That's what he said during an interview revealing 10 Modest acquisitions. So he bought these 10. And he's comparing that to two like of the most iconic pieces of crypto art, period. They don't talk about anybody like that, right? Like that doesn't happen. And people have been talking about Modest like this, well, back here since February, maybe even earlier. But when guys are talking about them like that, I'm like, well, damn, dude, then you don't miss these guys when they're still in like that affordable range, because none of those guys are affordable anymore, right? Capy's not affordable. And you can't buy that shit anymore. Yeah, Loon, I grabbed 7 of those. I wish I got more. And same even right now, I wish I had more. I wish I could buy more. I would. If I could, I would, because I don't think you get these opportunities often at all. I can't think of any other artist in the past, 4-ish, 5-ish years here in NFTs that I felt like I'm getting in early. I can't think of anybody. I mean, like when I first got in, there were Beeples for like 5 ETH. It's kind of like that, right? I remember politics is bullshit. I remember looking at it. It was 5 ETH on OpenSea and I didn't quite get it. This feels like that. But other than that, I mean, I can't think of a single artist since that like 21 explosion that I was like, oh, this is fucking crazy. This is one of those dudes. And it's sitting here at 0.04. I can't think of any other time. I can't come up with, help me out, guys. Is there an artist that you can think of that you had like a window of time and then they grew into, ACK might be that example, but I can't remember seeing his stuff cheap enough where like it was affordable. I don't remember that, but I can't think of anybody. I thought Zancan would turn into that. Right? Like, right, I bet on his art a lot. I love his art, so I still collect it. But I thought he could turn into that. But I can't think of anybody else where I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. It's a gamble. But the way it's talked about, I'm like, I don't want to look back in a year or two and see his like floor price at like 5 or 6 ETH and realize you could have gotten it for 0.04, you fucking idiot. I don't want to do that. So I got those 7. I'll sit on them. Now, those 7, that collection here, this Mementos collection, has a 3-year lifespan. So those will expire. And along the way, you're going to have like just tons and tons and tons of opportunities to use them. So you will use them, or you can take the refund back. And I think if you use it, I got to remember, if you use it or refund it, if you get another NFT back with it, like a dead NFT. There's something about that I've not really looked into, but there's like when you burn it to use it, there's like another NFT that does mint, which is cool. But yeah, I can't think of anybody else that I felt so certain was like not just gonna be a hot artist, but like reach that elite level, like elite, like very few get there. And he's kind of, all signs are that he's gonna be there. So fuck. I think to me that's the, if you think also that the art cycle's coming, that it's already here and started, but that it's gonna get really wild, that's the best deal out there. It's like the most obvious play out there. Man, I want more. Yeah, so cool thing this week. Here, let's go. Let's go here. Yeah, dude. I don't even like looking at them because 7 isn't enough. 10's not enough. I don't know. I don't know what's enough there. Max minting is not enough on that. So this week we had Pindar Van Armen explode. It exploded because of Raoul Pal tweet. That's simple. Raoul Pal tweeted about him. This is the one I was saying I almost sold a week ago. Like I needed money. I almost sold it for 0.2 ETH. I'm glad I didn't. Floor's now 1.05. And these are going to 2 or 3. Pretty sure. Pretty sure these are going to 2 to 3 ETH. So many times I've looked at them and similar to Modest, been like, dude, if I had it, I would buy like 5 of these right now. And I didn't. And here they are sitting at a $5,000 floor. They're going way higher. This guy is an early, like very OG, very well-respected AI artist. And so that's why, right? Like very well-respected, very early AI artist. Had his stuff sold at, Sotheby's or Christie's or both. And he happens to be one of the artists in the Sense collection. He's part of the Sense collection. So Rutherford Chang is the artist of that. But I think for the physical piece, I think the physical piece might have been Pindar, or the ordinal part of it, like the cube that was minted and it was the 3D asset, that might have been Pindar. But either way, if you look at the Sense collection, that same artist, Pindar Van Armen, is at this point like the living artist behind the Sense collection. So, dude, Sense at 0.0078 is like the most obvious buy too. Yeah, Pindar season here. And Sense way too cheap. Way too fucking cheap. That's crazy. But man, yeah, do some soul searching, right? Like the NFT season's going to get hot. PFPs will do great, right? They'll be fun. PFPs are going to do great, but I really do think it's art time. And that's what I'd be focused on collecting right now, art. Dude, he's so great. I can't believe those were 0.2, 0.3 a week ago. And I can't believe people need to be told, you know what I mean? Like by Raoul Pal. They exploded after Raoul Pal tweeted. He swept 15 of them and then tweeted about it. It's crazy. Like these opportunities sit out there. And it's only when somebody tells you, that they're a big deal that people go buy, and just how it works. We know that's how everything works. But yeah, this one's not done. No way. This one's not done. And it's just a good reminder too of how much money is out there. Those art collectors, man, that art cabal, which always sounds negative and it's not, but that art cabal's got some serious money, man, and they're making some serious bets on art. Yeah, these will be 2 ETH. I could see these at 2 ETH in like a week or two. Look at that floor too. 4, 8, 8 sales away from a 2.5 ETH floor. 12 sales away from a 4.5 ETH floor. I mean, like, this is so thin. Now, look at what I just got to show you. Speaks to the art collectors out there, and again, how much money they have. Look at Pixel Dex from Kim Assendorf, who is fucking amazing. He's one of my favorite artists in just period. So another one that I remember seeing sitting out there at 3 to 5 ETH and being like, fuck, if I had it, I would do it because I know where this is going. It's there. 14 ETH floor on Pixel Dex. And these are going to be 30 or 40. These are ridiculous. These are ridiculous. So good. These are good. Like, again, that's the money we're talking about. This is going to be 20, 30, 40 ETH. And I'll say again, Modest is like heading into that territory. It doesn't mean that collection is the one, right? It might be that's his 1-1 floors, or it might, right? Like that collection, I don't expect to see that Mementos collection at 5 ETH or 10 ETH. I don't think that's happening there, but it could. I do think a 1/4 ETH to a 1/2 ETH, and I could see silly times where it gets to like 1 ETH. I could see it. Mementos OpenSea, yep. Oh, Carbon, appreciate you, dude. Art's my favorite part of this thing. Like, I talk about AI more than anything. AI is not my favorite thing. NFTs are, and specifically the art stuff. It's where I spent most of my time, is getting to know the artists and getting to learn art and why people appreciate it and why and how it's made. Like, I spent more time doing that than anything. So I really get it. Not at the level of those serious art dudes, but I really get it. And I could say at the very least, I get the market and the players and what matters. And so for me, art feels like the easiest thing. But yeah, like this, again, I knew this one was going to do this. I knew it. I had no doubt this would be there here. And here it is. In fact, I think it's gotten up here quicker than I thought. But yeah, this is going, Pixel Dex is going way, way, way higher. He's got some cheapish stuff over on FX Hash still. So he's got some Tezos stuff that's pretty affordable, like $1,000 or maybe even a little less. So like, as this grows, I kind of expect those collections to grow too. He's got another collection that came out. What was it? He had another collection recently in the past like year that is Cargo. It's Cargo. Cargo is amazing. I owned 1 or 2 of those, and yet again, another thing I had to sell, but I would love to own again. Cargo is going to be 5 ETH plus, and they're amazing. I love this collection. I sold mine for like an ETH. Yeah, it's like a year ago, and I can't wait to one day be in that position where I don't have to sell shit, right? But I love this stuff. Cargo is amazing. These I think will be 5 ETH though. And it's another one of those things, like the better Pixel Dex does, the better his other collections do, right? They'll come up. Just like V1 Punks, the better V2s do, the better V1s will come up. Like Kim Assendorf is going to get to the point where he's like unaffordable. He's not there yet, but I mean, goddamn, like 8,500 is not cheap, and that's the floor on Cargos. I can make a case for right now selling that V1 and grabbing like 3 of these. I think that would age well. Except I see V1's 4Xing as well, right? So no wrong answer there. But yeah, when you start seeing how high art, how silly art can get and how people spend on art and what kind of money they have to spend, well, then you get back to looking at somebody like Modest and you're like, well, come on. How do you not roll the dice on one of those, right? Like, how do you not? So yeah, there's just no chance I was missing that mint. I was stressing out, wondering if I even made the whitelist or not. I'm really glad I did. But yeah, I just think you don't pass up a Modest mint like that when you get a feel for what his potential is. And the same guys buying Pixel Dex and buying Pindar are the same guys quietly, a lot of them very quietly collecting Modest art. Crazy. Yeah, I have a hard time seeing these not 5Xing, and the fact that you can stack them and that this is supply is only going to go down. Hard time seeing that not doing some pretty nice numbers. Open console. Hang on, dude. Is that on ETH? I'll be very honest. I don't think I know open console. Or I can't remember it. Dude, I don't remember this one at all. Does this actually open and like do something? I would assume it does, but yeah, I don't remember this one. Wonder where that minted. It's only 50. Oh, proof. Okay, I remember. 50 editions. Dude, proof had some wild, wild mints. He's such a great artist, man. Was he season 1? Was that in season 1? Hackatell's one of my favorites too. I love Hackatell. Dude, if you were a proof pass holder and got to mint all this shit, wow. There's so much great stuff. Look at that. Larva Labs did that protoglyph. So cool. What'd they get to? Like 4 seasons? I think like an art season's gonna be really good for this space. To be very healing. You know what I mean? Like it's still as degen as the PFP stuff. It is. It's degen. But there's something a little, I don't know, dude. There's something a little like better for the soul, you know? Yeah, did you guys know Frank Miller minted here too? How crazy is that? Frank Miller minted some art with proof. That's fucking cool. That's so cool. Yeah, the FX hash stuff, the Kim Asendorf stuff, it's pretty interesting, right? Like people are just not loving FX hash right now. I still do, always will. There you go. Reading a book is 742 floor, $742. And where's his other one? He's got reading a book, and then I think it's transactions. He's got a few over here actually. Here, let's just go to him. Yeah, these are cool. This is one of the first. It's one of the first collections. Some of the early ones that I remember minting on FX hash. You can kind of see the cargo inspiration, right? Can you kind of see where some of it comes from? These are so cool. Where is? All right, so that's like 700. Like let's say like $800. Transactions. Let's see what that floor is. This is so hard to navigate this site now. They really got to redesign this already. What's the floor here? 1200 TES. Is that a little over 1,000? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how much TES is now, but 1,200 TES floor. Those are awesome. I got one of these still. No, I have reading a book still. I don't think I have a transactions. I have one reading a book. And then these are great too. Monogrid, Nazca or NAZCA, whatever they're called, and then Zoom. They're all phenomenal, and they're all gonna be worth a lot. And again, the higher pixel deck goes, just everything comes up with it. Everything. It doesn't mean a ton too, right? They don't all come to ridiculous levels. He'll have his like collection he's known for, and at this point, it's looking like pixel decks. But I do think, yeah, Cargo might come up there. Cargo's a pretty people loved Cargo. I'll put it that way. Oh, dude, Marfa would be awesome. Isn't that cool, dude? Frank Miller's crazy. Yeah, so he's got that man. Dude, that would be so cool. Yeah, I've got to get to Marfa at some point. Really always wanted to. At some point will. But dude, again, Paul, back to the point, it's art season. I think when we look back to this cycle, 5 years down the road, I think we'll look back to this cycle and art is going to be one of the standouts more than PFPs, right? I think more than we're going to remember PFPs, we'll remember meme coins, and I think we'll remember art. I think PFP stuff will be kind of forgettable. Could be wrong. All right, let me see Easy's con. Virtual's a Ponzi. Kind of. Let me read it. I wasn't wrong about virtuals being a Ponzi. I was just early. Its biggest advocates and loudest voices have been eerily quiet about the flywheel, and now its biggest supporters and partners are pivoting away from it. Yes, it printed for many, but like I said in the below post, it was like 3-3, just worse. None of them are wrong, but also not grave dancing on this while heavily promoting meme coin trading for the last 2 years, which is also just a Ponzi. Doesn't even try to produce legitimate project. I mean, yeah, it's weird calling stuff Ponzi's. I don't know. Whatever. I don't even care much about this. Music, what are we talking about? Fully encrypted, can do private chats also. What is that? Yeah, I still think Virtuals is doing something pretty special, and I do think it's early. And I do think they're really aiming to make this a major, major, major launch pad for very legit projects or like projects or brands or whatever. And going to continue to give us, like access to them to pre-sales, like in a way we didn't have before. A lot of hopium there, right? A lot of hopium there. I think that's what they're doing though. So I'll still ride with them. All right, give me a quick minute break. We still need to get to Kongs and Kong's FUD. And I might do a little more V1 punks. Might do that. Pirate Nation. Some Pangu stuff. Yeah, we got more. We got more. We're not done. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. All right. I'll BRB. My daughter is so sweet. Okay, one of them, they're taking the cats to the vet, and one of the kitties is like howling, crying, whatever, just in the car as they're driving. And my youngest one's bawling. And my other one's taking a video of her bawling and sending it to me. Just fucking hilarious. She is sweet. She's such a sweet kid. Okay. What are we gonna do? Oh my god, cheeseburger sounds so good. We got a Chick-fil-A opening like 2 minutes down the road this week. I'm gonna tear that shit up. I can't wait. Holy shit. Yeah. Excited about that. Also, might need to do some Steak and Shake today. I see Steak and Shake's I think it's Steak and Shake railing on fucking Cracker Barrel for the rebrand stuff, right? I think. Was that Steak and Shake? If so, I'm supporting Steak and Shake. Also, I don't give a shit that Cracker Barrel's rebranding and what. I don't care. I don't care about any of that stuff. Hey, good luck, Luna. Good luck, dude. I don't know why Steak and Shake's even weighing in here, dude. It's weird, but whatever. It's funny. It's weird. It's fucking weird that Steak and Shake's doing this, but holy shit, I like it. Actually, I love it. I love it. Yeah, dude. What the fuck is this? Like, do they have a beef or like why is Steak and Shake give a shit at all? Or is it's just great marketing, huh? Oh, all right. Hang on. Let's watch a little of this video. Dude, I think it worked because I want... okay. Executive order. I don't do this often, right? I don't do this often. I don't pull the man of the house making the decision shit often. I'm not that guy. I don't care. My wife's fucking awesome. She can make all the decisions. She's awesome. Not tonight. Not tonight. I'm pretty sure she had planned to like grill today. She's welcome to grill. I'm still going to Steak and Shake. Steak and oh, it's because the logo, because Steak and Shake has never changed. I love that. By the way, please, for the love of God, can we get a Whataburger up north? Or what? I don't know where I'm at. Am I up north? Or am I smack dab in the middle of the country? Wherever. I mean, in Illinois. Northwest burbs. Can we please get Whataburger to expand up here? I'm so fucking bummed too. When we took my kid to college last week, there was Sonic down there, dude. They had Sonic. There was like 3 Sonics we passed and we didn't go. Wanted to go, we didn't go. Should have pulled the executive decision shit there. I didn't get Sonic, man. Fuck. But yeah, Steak and Shake tonight's got to happen. And I really need a Whataburger, dude. I haven't had Whataburger in 10 or 11 years, and it's so great. Whataburger's so great. Get your burger made with beef tallow tonight at Steak. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Carbon. I'm what you might know, what you may call a retard. I don't know what that means. Luna, I'll get it up there. Hang on. Cracker Barrel comes first. And then your trade. Fucking now they're gonna get me for copyright. God damn it. They cook. Oh, so my wife's vegetarian, so she can't eat anything, right? Like even if they got a veggie burger, I'm sure they cook it on the grill with that. Do you have to ask them to cook it in that, or do they cook everything in that? Okay, here's the new Cracker Barrel. Oh, this looks awful. Wait. This is Cracker Barrel and they sell clothes? Wait, am I crazy? That's Cracker Barrel and they sell clothes and like mugs and shit? I think I'm misunderstanding something here. So it's supposed to be like a country like convenience store and then there's a restaurant. Okay. Nah. Yeah, that's not how I remember Cracker Barrel. That looks awful. Oh, that looks awful. That looks awful. The big old open, generic, soulless feel. Fuck that. I don't actually care. But no, I get it. I get it now. They have a gift shop. That's so lame. Yeah, okay. All right. Steak and shake tonight. I wish I could show you the video of my daughter crying because I don't want to show you her crying, but it's I'm giggling at that video still, dude. Aw. Oh, did I not share the video? God damn it, dude. What was I sharing? What did I have on the screen? Oh, dude, I see what I had. How the fuck did it even share that tab? All right, Luna's doing some crazy ass fucking on-chain wizardry. Let's see what he did. All right, here's the Luna trade. All right, how much are you up? How much money have you made? Wait, what did you do? Did you short here or did you catch this whole run up? Just copy trade Luna. Damn, dude, I want to make some monies. Still in it. Oh, you shorted the top. Good shit, man. Nice. Yeah, I got to get on there and start playing. Like, oh, shit. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't sharing that. We now got some NSFW shit showing on the timeline. Look at that. Look how people talking about this shit. I love it. Reflections might be the best on-chain art PFP collection. I believe this collection is the masterpiece by Pindar Van Arman. They're only 1,000. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, that piece specifically, that gets to 2 ETH. I still don't think I'm selling. This is where I start having a problem, right? This is where I start having a problem. I get real attached to stuff, and then I do the thing you hear me do all the time. It's going higher, right? I get stuck in the it's going higher thing very easily, and I do it on good shit. But yeah, I probably will end up doing that with the Reflections collection. I probably should sell it 2 ETH, but I'm pretty sure it's going to 5. Pretty sure. I'm not going to sell Capy at 10 because I'm pretty sure it's going to 20, 30, 40, 50, but I probably should sell some, right? But I can't. Can't do it. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm just peeking over at Abstract. What's the name of the AI art collection you mentioned a few times before? It was on ETH. If you're still there, hang on. Let me know if you're still there in the chat. And thank you, by the way, for the tip, sir or ma'am. The name of the AI art collection you mentioned a few times before. It was on ETH. I wonder if that was Reflections. It could be the Claire Silver. It could be the Rafiq Anadol. Because he's got some like editions that are like pretty affordable. It's probably any of those. Those are pretty much the AI collections I talk about. By the way, who got one of the Unity things dropped to them this week on Bitcoin? I think I probably got 2 of these. I've not checked all my wallets, but I should because going by who I know they airdrop to, what collections. I think I got 2 of these. What are those selling for? How much is 0.0006? It's not much. 77 bucks is not nothing. So I think this is going to lead to a meme coin or a token on Spark. So yeah, if you didn't know and you collected Node Monks, maybe Taproot Wizards or Quantum Cats. There's a few collections, OMB. And I think there's like 2 or 3 others. You might have some of these airdrop to you. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. You might. All right, how's the other shit looking though? Let's do a floor price check here. And let's start on Bitcoin, which I will, like I always say, and I will keep saying it. And I mean, it's super simple. I believe in the art meta. The art stuff's going to cook. These collections we're talking about, I believe in them, and I believe in ordinal stuff. Like fucking crazy, dude. The ordinals thesis, nothing's changed. My conviction that you heard weeks ago and months ago and a year ago and 2 years ago, it's the same. Wow, dude. Can you believe ordinals are 2 years old? Can you believe that? My conviction the same as back then. It's the exact same now. It's as strong as ever. It's crazy. Marty, fuck off, dude. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed at all. It's the same. I know I'm going to be right about it too. I know it, Marty. I know it. I know it. I know it. I'm 100%. I'm 99.1% certain about it. I know it. Feels like yesterday. It really does. Marty hates me for this shit. But it is going to happen. I do my 23rd. I do my predictions. It's when Bitcoin's like 1 million, right? It's like on that like kind of roadmap. It's kind of like that. Oh, by the way. So the UBI thing or universal higher income, I heard a really kind of compelling case for why it's not UBI, but it is instead universal higher income. It's pretty cool. It's just this. Higher wages. Wait, Marty, hang on. You dropped 0.8% then. What do you mean? Higher wages. Hang on. Here's how you say it. Higher productivity equals higher wages. Higher productivity equals higher wages. Historically, how it always works. When you're more productive, you make more. Right? And so the idea is AI is not going to replace us really, or we're not going to get UBI because of it. We might still, but the idea is more that it's going to make us more productive and we make more money because of that. So then that's where it ties into like Elon Musk's, like this era of abundance we're heading into. And he's not sure it's UBI. He thinks it might be universal higher income. So those line up. Universal higher income because we are so much more productive because of AI. Oh, okay. Well, hey, I'd be happy to say 99.9. I'm like, I was just trying to make sure it's very clear. I'm certain, and then there's this tiniest chance that it doesn't. I'm pretty fucking certain. So I'll go back to 99.9 just to be like very consistent. I'm very sure it happens. I'm very sure. And like the time frame hasn't changed. It's still years off. It's definitely not this cycle. They'll pump this cycle still. There'll be some really like prices are going to get silly this cycle, but the real silly shit, the shocking shit, the oh my God, I can't believe I didn't buy it when it was cheap. I fucked up. I sold all that. That's not now. That's years off. And my biggest change still, guys. My biggest change has been that I think Sense could be that collection. It's not the PFPs. That we don't have a punks on Bitcoin. Instead, we have a commentary on money, and it's the Sense collection. That this could be the punks of Bitcoin. That this is the $250,000 collection, the $500,000 collection. It could be Sense. It just, to me, that makes more sense. It clicks. It just clicks different than anything else. We've done the PFPs before. Who cares? But there is only one collection that is a commentary on Bitcoin. Fair. It's a concept, Marty. That's all it is. It's a concept. Like think back when punks came out. I don't think anybody could have predicted when they would do their thing, right? I don't think anybody knew they could do that thing. Yeah, dude. I definitely did. Yep, I did mint 1. Might be on this wallet too. Let's see. Dude, I need a new mouse so bad. Is it on this one? No. But yeah, I regret not doing it a little earlier because I was trying to get it in under 100K. And I just didn't force myself to learn it. And like, so I was going to do it when I saw inscriptions at like 30, 40, 50K. And I wanted to get it under 100. And I just didn't force myself to like learn how to do it. And it wasn't hard, but I just didn't like push to get it in. And so I got in just over 100K, and that sucks. It doesn't matter too, but like I was hoping. I'll show you. Got to try to remember what wallet that's on. Dude, where the fuck? Oh my Lord, fuck this website. Oh, you did too, huh? Okay, hang on. Nice. Yeah, I mean, dude, for me with ordinals, the millisecond I heard about it, I just knew, dude. I knew. And I remember it was like January 23. So I didn't hear about it December when they first came out. It took me a month to for it to make it to me where I realized what it was. But when I heard, oh shit, NFTs on mainnet, like right on Bitcoin mainnet, I'm like, okay, come on. Like just the most obvious thing in the fucking world. Like just the most obvious fucking thing. Hang on, it might be this wallet. I know you guys can't see yet. Oh, hang on, I know. So yeah, I wish I pushed, like, if I did it 12 hours earlier, I would have made it. But no, like a little, like just waited, I mean, doing shit, I'm sure. But but yeah, I didn't get it in time. Sucks too, man. Again, it doesn't matter, 100K or not. To me, it was just like my stamp, my like time stamp. I was there. What the fuck am I doing? Why can't I find my way around this shit? Okay, one last try. So it's the same thing I did on ETH too. Exact same image. I got this one JPEG I made. It was for a clan I made in GTA 5, 4, whatever's the current Grand Theft Auto. So I just take that image and I just put it on chain. It's stupid. But same thing. I did it on ETH, and I minted like 10 of those, and I've given them to a couple people. And like I'll always do that too. Like oh, there it is. There it is. So I got like these ones on ETH, and I just give them to people who are like, just here and there, I just give them to people. Anyway, by the way, Fukahedron's looking okay. I saw one of these frogs go for like almost 0.01, which is pretty cool. This guy right here, inscription 106K. So it was February, I think, right? Let me see. February. Hang on, where's the date? Should be right in front of me. Yeah, there we go. February 15th, 2023. If I did it the night before, I did it at 7:30 a.m. I should have done it the night before. Would have been like 80K, 90K. But yeah, that guy right there. So that's that on the Bitcoin blockchain. That's just I was here. So again, I heard about it in January. I wrote an article. I think the article even made it on Yahoo Finance. And to me, it's just so fucking obvious. I knew it, knew that mainnet NFTs just will really matter. And it still hasn't played out yet. It hasn't. We had the window of time where people realized it, but it hasn't played out the way I know it's going to. I gotta find my low number honey badger too. I've got one that's, like an 80-something K inscription number. I accidentally sold one. I did not mean to, but I sold one of my lowest honey badgers. These aren't my lowest inscriptions though. I've got a like 13K inscription somewhere. I don't think that matters. I know a lot of people think that the low inscription numbers really matter. They matter a little, but not much. I don't think they matter much. Cows are 0.02 floor. Good shit. These will matter again one day too. I love these fucking things. Hang on, let's see. I love checking these to see if any sold. These are starting to get a little volume back too. Like these are not bad. Where's that frog? That frog I think sold yesterday. But yeah, almost 0.01. Almost 0.01. I'd be tempted to sell the frog. Honestly, you know what? If I could sell the frog for 0.01-ish, basically flip it for a cent, I would do that. I don't think I would mind listing the frog actually right now. If I can do a straight up trade of frog for cent, that feels like a really, really easy trade. Hang on, that should be up here. Let's see, it was just yesterday. Or 2 days ago at the most. Come on, frog. Where? There he goes. 0.0085. Like that is more than a cent right now. This person relisted at 0.03. Yeah, that's not happening. I mean, smart play to do it and set it and forget it here. But that sold for 0.008 something. Yeah, dude, I might list mine. If the floor is 0.0012, I think I might list one for 0.009 and go buy a cent. Here, let me see. That would be pretty sweet. Here's what I like. Okay, it's like the game of it now. It's like, do I list it? Does it sell? I wait for the money to actually hit and be spendable. And all of a sudden, these are up to like 0.009, right? But whatever. Actually, fuck it, dude. I want to list it. I think I'm going to list that frog. Nope, no tip. Yeah, I think this would be pretty awesome. Trade a Fukahedron for a cent. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think it's the right play. I think that's the right play. If these go back to 0.02, 0.03, then cents are going to be there too. And then I've still got the cow, and the cows are better. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Oh my God, now I got to find what fucking wallet this is in. Oh my God. Too many wallets. And by the way, they're not like loaded up with shit, just too many. To this wallet, ATR. Okay, let me see if I can find that. There it is. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to list that. 0.0088, was it? .0087. Yeah, I like this. I think that's a good trade. Actually, I want to see what I bought him for too. I bought him for 0.009. I would actually be breaking even USD value wise, maybe actually up a little. And I love Fukahedrons. I think they're going to do really well. But I believe in cents big time. And it's, yes, it's so obvious. Again, it's an art. The art thing is just going to explode. Cent will do. I think a cent will outperform the frog. And if it doesn't, again, the cow is fucking awesome. The cow is awesome. Okay, he's listed 0.0089. That would be a total break even USD value wise. And the cow is what's up. The cow is awesome. I think the cow is the grail of the collection. Even if it's not the rarest, I think the robots and ducks are, but the cow looks so cool. The cow's cool. His price will be higher, so I play it that way. Yeah. Turn frog to cent. That'd be awesome. Yo, how are runes looking? I go like a week or two without ever peeking at these things, so good to check in with runes. All right, let's see. Dog 276 mil market cap. Okay. Gizmo 8 mil, huh? 8 mil, huh? Yeah, I don't know, man. I still think runes get their time to shine again. Less and less of a chance that these do something stupid. But it's there. It's definitely there still. Let's see. Sell. What happens if we sell 500,000 Gizmo? 0.03 Bitcoin, 37. Not bad. Still not bad. I still would hope we're getting a 3, 4, 5x from here. Wouldn't mind making 10 off this. 10 grand. I did not spend much. Right. I think I bought into this at like a 200K market cap, 300K. Very, like pretty low. Pretty fucking low. Oh, sweet Capy. Guys, anything else like fun out there? Anything big this week? There's I do want to get to Kong still. Oh, hang on. What's up, Sly? Hang on. Can someone help me find out what the floor is for crypto bats with a bite? Nobody's helping you in Discord, Sly. What? The lowest price bat that still has its bite. I don't know. How would I know this, Sly? I'm just the CM. No, I don't know. Let's see if we can find it out. I just don't remember. I can't lie. I don't think there's a way to check without just going on the website and scrolling through, like entering them and seeing who's got a bite. Yeah, like it's not a trait. So you just got to go through and check. Oh, actually, you know what? I think we could just do that if it works. Bite. Virgin bat. There we go. Let's see if that works. This might not be working. Hmm. Yeah, fuck. That doesn't work. Well, tell you what, Sly's a bro. I'll do a little check-in manually for him after. Does that work? Yeah, so otherwise he's just got to put in manually each. Just look on the floor and start pasting them in here. So otherwise that is not working. By now, Virgin. Yeah, it's a bummer. Could be none are listed, actually. Well, no, because we did bitten. Let's try one other browser. Okay, on another browser, just real quick. He's a bro. Got to check for him. Virgin 0.001. Let's go. Max is 5. Yeah, byte checker's just not working. Oh, wait. It's broken. It's broken, dudes. Sorry, guys. One sec. Okay. Back. Sorry. Okay, Kongs. Beanie. Love that guy. I do. He can fund whatever he wants. It's okay. Okay, so who saw, by the way, who's like pretty up on Kongs here? I think a lot of you are, but they officially announced their new token called Kong and the tokenomics, right? Dude, bats are 0.025. Dude, cool shit. Sorry. Just noticed that. They cooked a couple of weeks ago, you know, for obvious reasons, but dude, that's so weird still. Oh, well, I think I found the answer for Sly already. Okay. Let me pull up the tweets. Kongs, Henry versus Beanie. I love them both. God damn it, though. You know, actually, we did a fun stream. It was fun for me, actually. But I just kept playing the Kongs theme, then the Beanie theme, and then actually Henry ended up coming on the stream and just chatting through stuff, which was cool. But Beanie puts out this tweet saying that the Kongs announcement, right, announcing their new Kong token, it's what killed altcoins, right? Killing an old token, launching a new token that you can sell, and so you can sell a brand new one. First of all, so Beanie put out his FUD, all the hate, kind of like the Kong as a ticker though versus Banana. It's more accessible. Banana doesn't mean anything to people outside of Kongs. Kong works. You can make memes around Kong. Although Banana, they should have leaned into Banana Zone stuff. They could have done that. But Beanie didn't read up on this. He had no idea. So he put out like bad info. They're not selling. I actually got this wrong too. I thought they were selling token to like VCs doing a fundraise off it. They're not. They are not selling any token. There's no sale. And I actually thought, and I got this wrong too, that the conversion of Banana to this new Kong token is going to like water you down a bit. Like your token will not be the same percentage, but I was wrong about that. That 1-to-25 ratio, it's exactly that. The supply is 4 times bigger. Wait, am I wrong? 25 times big, whatever it is. The ratio is kept the same. The amount of token that your Banana was, you know, in relation to the whole supply, you get that much in Kong. That's the 1-for-25 swap. So you as a holder, you miss out on nothing. There is no tokens being sold anywhere. In fact, it's the opposite. The Kongs burned like $500,000 in token. They lost money. They're spending money like they always seem to do. They spend money. And so Beanie put this out and he was incorrect about almost all of it. And then Beanie's saying influencers quiet on this on calling this out. And I know why. He's setting up his next tweet, which is putting out that the Kongs offered him a Genesis Kong. They did. I reached out to him too. Same offer. I'll get into that in a minute. But the reason influencers aren't calling it out is because there was nothing to call out. He got it wrong. There's no sale. It's purely a rebrand. And I love Drew Austin coming in here and backing them up. Not backing up the Kongs, though, just backing up the fact that Beanie it was a bad take. And I get where Beanie comes from. I would be saying the same thing if it were mostly anybody but Kongs or, you know, like a reputable builder, because I get it. Some of his points he makes, I fully agree with. Like, code should be law. You shouldn't change that stuff. I agree. But if something can be changed, I assume it can and maybe will be changed. I just assume that. So it's why I like V1 punks. You can't change what they are. Nothing anybody can do can change what V1 punks are. And the same for crypto punks and the same for a lot of these collectibles on Bitcoin. Narrative or execution risk isn't there. It's got its narrative. It is what it is. And that's the thing that makes it valuable if it's valuable to anybody. That's simple. But Drew chimes in. There's a lot of reasons to relaunch, right? That's a blanketed statement, and by no means the reason alts are struggling. They struggle because of adoption. And this, again, I kind of agree here. I hate when you attack teams that are trying to survive and succeed. And Drew's saying he doesn't know anything about this project, but experimentation isn't the problem. That's not the problem. Beanie saying lack of trust in teams who violate the sanctity of a token is why alts haven't done well. Want to bet on this one failing? Again, I get where he's coming from. I don't love teams changing stuff. But I mean, if your choice is leave it as is and it just will continue to bleed out forever, and that you can't implement the things you want to do because that actually the as is going to hold you back. Those tokenomics worked back in the day. The space moved a different direction. It doesn't work now. Then you have to do something. It's either you just die and you admit defeat right now, or you change it and you have a chance to make it then and grow again. And if you do that with the community's blessing, then man, we should be rooting for that shit. And it's exactly what they did with the community's blessing, with months of talking to the community, open dialogue there in the chat, in voice chat there. The community is well aware of what they were doing, and they had the community's blessing to do this almost universally. I don't want to say everybody, but it was pretty close to everybody. Again, Drew's saying he doesn't know anything about the team or token, and he would bet that the same that token doesn't work, won't survive because the odds are in his favor, right? Most tokens go to nothing. That might be the exact same here. But yeah, Beanie fudding it because it was easy to FUD. Not a great take. Henry chiming in here, and then actually Beanie and Henry having like a pretty good back and forth. As in good takes on both sides. Right? So Enzo, who's fucking awesome. Love you, Enzo. Chiming in, and Beanie saying, nonsense, it's a new token. You should be working on providing utility for the existing token, not launching a new one. I don't disagree there. I think you should find a way to make the old one work with the tokenomics it has. The problem there was the emission schedule. That you couldn't include anybody else in it. Maybe it's too slow an emission. There's just all these reasons why you couldn't scale your thing in the way you want to do with that token as is. And then you're just stuck between a couple hard choices. I prefer what Beanie's saying. Figure out a way to make that work. And then I go back to, I know the team. We know them. We know them pretty fucking well. If there were a way to do it, they would do that. They're great dudes. They're smart dudes. If there were a way to make that work, they would have made it work. And then Henry chiming in, it's not killing the previous token, by the way. It's literally a rebrand. It's a new token. You keep all the tokens still. It converts right over. And then Beanie's saying, making arbitrary changes is why nobody trusts crypto teams. Banana was the token. Now there's a new one. It's a cash grab. Again, missing out the point. There's no sale. There's no cash grab. You know what it's like is putting it in a wrapper so it has different functionality. It's very much like that, which good, bad, I don't know. But it's not a new token sale. Yeah, Henry's saying, maybe explain that cash grab part. We just burned $400,000. They're all reasonable takes all around, other than Beanie's take not being accurate, at the start. Replacing the supposed passive income token with one that just represents the brand and charging people money is a bold move. There's no charge, right? There's no charge. Beanie shitting on the decentralized rune. I'll always say that's fair. Like that didn't, and Henry explained that one on a Spaces last week. That wasn't great. Wasn't great. But anyway, they kept that conversation going, and I'm glad they did, because they ended up in a much better place. Let me get some of these pulled up. But they ended up in a much better place, and Beanie actually, I'll always defend the guy because I think he's always reasonable, even if you don't get stuff right. He said he gets stuff wrong all the time. That's awesome. I'm glad he says that. All of us do. But I like that he got to the point where he was like, you'll see. By the end, very reasonable take. But also saying his post wasn't FUD. It wasn't FUD. He wanted people to again, debate him if he's wrong. Now, Beanie also pointed this part out. Touched on it just before, but the Kongs offered him a free Genesis NFT last week worth $15,000. I declined. I don't accept gifts. I don't do paid posts. And then here we go. Because I think Henry, I want to make sure I got the order of this correct. I thought this post came second. I guess maybe not. But to be clear, the offer wasn't presented as an exchange for any post or anything. But the timing is interesting. It is. They got a new thing coming and they're excited and they want to bring in people who have helped along the way. Beanie did. Beanie was a Jenny Kong. Beanie had posted all the time about the Kongs, like years ago. Years ago. So it's like, let's get him back in. And to Henry's point, saying he got Henry in. As in, like, when I found it, we're digging, we're exploring. Henry saw Beanie in it. Loved that. Loved what Beanie said about it. He bought Jenny Kongs. And Henry clarifying, I offered it to you for my own collection. I didn't ask you for anything in return. But the timing is interesting, Beanie says. I didn't want to post. Let me see. I didn't want to post that message because I don't do that without permission. But if agreed, I will. I'm not trying to imply it was a paid offering. I get this all the time. Oh, and he did post it. I think. Let's see if he posted it. This reply in your post make no sense. Blah, 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 blah. I'm aware you get offered this all the time. Here's Henry back to him. I'm aware you get offered this all the time, hence the no strings attached. Just wanted to bring people in that I like before we get going. Trying to spread the lung of Kong. See, now here's the thing. Henry does this all the time. I think Beanie doesn't know that. That's fair. He doesn't know it. He's not plugged into Kongs. I'm confused about that post. But Henry always gives these away. Always. This is not new. This is not some like, well, you know what I was going to say? It's not some calculated thing. Definitely is calculated. He gave one to Xcopy. He gave one to Farouk. He gave one to a whole bunch of influencers. But Henry does that all the time. Bull market, bear market, all the time. You guys know a bunch of you guys have gotten Kongs from him all the time. I got my Kong from him all the time. The Kongs have always, and it's not just Henry, it's Coco. And dude, when we went to VCon and they had a killer fucking party out there, they invited non-Kongs to it because they do that all the time. It's just what they do. They always do it. They always do it. I DM Beanie too. Same offer. And it was very clear in that DM. Don't post, don't do anything, no, nothing. This is just we respect the some of the voices here in this space. That simple, but very clear on this. Not asking for a post, not asking for a share, not asking for anything. I think I even said you can sell it if you want. I think. What did I say? The CyberKongs wanted to give you a Genesis Kong. Nothing in return asked. No tweet, no nothing. Just to thank you for being one of the few good personalities here on crypto Twitter. Happy to send if you would receive. That was it. That was it, right? So just kind of a couple weird takes or posts all around. But I'll say again, I like where he ended up. I think that might be in this thread. In all fairness, Beanie didn't decline. Okay, hang on. In all fairness, he didn't decline. It was me personally offering a Jenny Kong. Beanie just doesn't reply. He doesn't reply to me ever, right? Not responding is declining. What else? Now, here we go. Here's where Beanie comes around by the end, and I like it. I like it. Didn't like some of the replies from Kongs. Totally get it. I totally get it. Some people are dicks. Some people are posting pictures of Beanie, and he doesn't love that, and I get that too. I would hate that. No issue with your replies speaking to Henry. Some of the others were wild. Responding by posting pictures of me is crazy work. I wish you the best. And it wasn't an attack or FUD on you or Kongs. It was an example of why people don't trust altcoins. Again, I think there's something fair there. I think he picked the wrong one, but there's something there. Henry pushing back a little. I love it. People get defensive when shots are fired. Glad we got to talk it out. And then this is where I love it. This is when it ends here, basically. I love this. It's true. Again, talking about glad we got to talk it out or talking about people get defensive. We'll look into it more myself. Seems community is behind it at least. Like I said, I'm often wrong, which is why I post so I get feedback. Again, it was not FUD, but we'll die on the hill of people simply not trusting altcoins because of unilateral decision making. There we go. Fair take. Tokenomics were outdated and we had decisions we had to make. Right or wrong, we'll find out. And then the very last tweet in all of it, I believe, and maybe too late, that tokenomics have to be immutable and autonomous at the protocol design level. I couldn't agree more. Oh, otherwise we relies on trusting the team, which has not been EV plus for a while now. Not saying your team, but in general, that was the real message of the post. Maybe it came like, I just love where Beanie came around. Again, this is why I like Beanie. I think he's a very reasonable dude and he's a very smart dude. And I listen when he talks and I think his motives and intentions are good. I do. That might be crazy. People might think that's fucking nuts that I have that take on Beanie, but I do, because I think he comes around and I think he's a very smart, reasonable dude. He may never come around to Kongs. That's okay. That's okay, because I get where he's at. You know, if he even still has his Genesis Kong, was hoping it would keep yielding him 10 banana. Well, again, he still doesn't realize, but all those banana convert right over to Kong. Nothing changed there. But to push and grow this where it was going to go, some changes. Some changes. So anyway, super interesting. Super funny. A lot of feels there. Henry kind of beat up. You know, it's a bummer. People really do pounce on builders. They, it comes with the territory, but it sucks to be having a exciting thing happening. It's like a pivotal moment in the Kong's ecosystem, and to, right out of the gates face FUD and not from their own community. But I get it. It's like takes the wind out of your sails a bit. It's got to, right? It just does. Either way, ended in a good spot. I like where Beanie finished. Henry's good. And now we wait for Kong, which, by the way, I don't know when TGE happens, and I don't know when the switch happens. I'm not sure about this stuff. But I'll be there. And look, I'm not selling because I learned that Wall Street Kong is now gated to babies and Jenny Kongs. But I learned that to get access to whitelists, which is the primary thing I get out of Kongs now, they're phenomenal whitelists. You don't get it from holding an asset. You only get it from staking the token, which is awesome. Really smart. Bummer because I want to sell token, but can't because I want whitelists. I want whitelists. So can't sell token. Otherwise, I'm out of the whitelist game. And look, if NFT season comes, then we know whitelists are basically the thing you're playing for. Right? Like, play secondary, great, but the easiest wins are whitelists. They're primary sales. And you need to be getting all the great whitelists you can get. For me, CyberKongs is where I would get that shit. Great whitelists. Great whitelists. God damn, now I'm super excited for Steak and Shake. Okay, one last scroll of the timeline. Let's see if we got anything else spicy out there. Reminder, I'm going to get this proposal up probably today. I do really want to hear back from, a couple people. Like, I really want to hear back from Nick or Will. Speaking of Nick, cool shit. Yeah. There's a cool thing coming I think you'll hear about later this week. Yeah, cool. Anyway, I want to hear back from one of those guys. I want help pushing that message out there. That's all. But keep your eyes out. I will tweet about it. In fact, I have to get probably louder than I've ever gotten about something before. Talking about fucking the proposal. I want a lot of attention on it, and I want people voting, and so there we go. Oh, Kitty's home. No? I saw. Nice. Yeah. How long are they there? Nice. Are they giving him a checkup too? Nice. Very cool.
Oh, so I want to show him Hunter.
Well, you finally made it on, Lila.
Oh, finally. Wow, what are you doing?
Do you want to come say hi?
No. So, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Titans.
Nobody was watching, right?
This is Titans.
Mm-hmm.
This one's just an extra one for Hunter.
Okay.
Possibly.
ones do you want? Brioche, onion?
That means you have to buy me more Starbucks
No,
for those pearls.
maybe.
By the way, they
Mom
love
bought
this
us our
place.
drink. Mom bought us our drink.
They love this
Send it
place.
back. Steak and Shake tonight.
No. Okay.
I'm grilling burgers.
I know, but we're going to Steak and Shake. So I'll show you after. It's
Because
important.
It's not Saturday. It's not Monday through Friday.
No, it's important. I'll show you.
How much longer is your steak?
And they're
Huh?
fries are made with beef tallow.
How much what?
Oh, how much longer?
I think we'll wrap up here. Do you want to come and say bye now that everybody knows you? You're famous. You're famous. Come say goodbye. You want to send it out? Come on, and you can close out the show.
It's not embarrassing. I didn't know he was alive.
I don't know why you were. I don't know why you did that. I thought it was pretty obvious. I was still going.
No, you were talking to her.
The first thing I said was, what did you do? Stick your head over.
Oh, okay.
Slow it down.
Good time to. She never does that too. She never.
Her big unveiling.
Okay. Yeah. Good time to wrap here. Okay. Hey, fun one. Like always, right? Yeah, I got some stuff still, but we're gonna save for tomorrow. So heads up about that. Watch for the proposal. I will definitely put it out there. Yeezy's a scam. Capy is not. Capy is gonna be, I think, our biggest. Capy might be one of our biggest wins of this cycle. That I would probably bet on. So keep your eyes on Capy. Maybe grab a little. Actually, cool. A bunch of you got some today. That was pretty fucking cool. Guys, hope the day's great. Same time tomorrow. We'll see you back here. Goodbye.